Let's see. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, guys, I just ran from downstairs. Give me a thumbs up if you guys got some good audio there. I've been prepping for the show for a couple hours, getting things ready to go. So if you guys don't mind, again, give me a thumbs up on the audio. Let me know if you guys are hearing everything okay. It's all good. I got another big box to show you guys. Let's see. We got lots of guys here. Let's see what we got. We got Do-It-Yourself's RC channel. Man, we got a lot of guys in here already. Holy smokes. What do we got? We got 55 guys to start off. That's awesome. Thanks for coming, everybody. Got Dad's RC Hanger. We got Rain's Silver Splash. Hi, guys. Can't fly in the rain, so I'm here. Mike Bird's here. JCB67. David Yourself, RC channel. That's cool. Let's see. Phoneboy RC. Let's see. Dragon Killer, 1974 Dragon Killer. Phoneboy RC. Who else we got? Dad's RC Hanger. Thanks for coming, Dads. King N is here. 61 guys. Wild Bill. Wild Bill's here. Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. Thanks again for coming. Let's see. Who else we got? This message is held for review. Let's see. What is that? If it is, I'm definitely getting one. I love 70 and 90 millimeter one to death. Let's see, 90 millimeter. Yeah, that there. I can show that. That's nothing wrong there. Let's see, Jackson RC Aviation. Let's see, Wild Bill. I'm scrolling through some of these folks. I'm looking at it here and watching through my monitor here. Let's see. Victor RC Jets, Wild Bill, 63 guys here. All right. Awesome. Good showing. Good turnout right off the bat. Jerry McGee's here. Jerry McGee and I were just at Jet Jam last week, so that was cool. That went pretty good. It was an interesting event, to say the least. So we'll just leave it at that, but I'll show a couple pictures here because I got some stuff to show everybody. So Jerry's here in the house, and let's see, William Luke is here. Sorry if I don't get everybody. I'm trying to kind of rattle off some names and stuff here. Let's see. In fact, I forgot to put a picture of me and Jerry and John when we showed up over there. Gab's here. Rich, wake up! Yeah, that's basically what I got to do. I've been working on setting things up here, so I have a large box to show you guys. It's new, but it's old, but it's cool. King N is here from Greece. Gooniac, Fire Booty is here. Ray is here. All right, in the house. Very good. Let's see what we got. Who else we got? Jackson. We know about Jackson's here. Who else we got here? We got Josh Howell is here. Michael Rajka. Rajka? Yeah, I hope I got that right. Let's see. All right, lots of folks here. Really appreciate everybody coming. So on this Father's Day, I wasn't sure if Father's Day I was going to get too many people here, but I figured, what the heck? It's Father's Day. I get to do what I want, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. Scrolling through a few more names. I think we're at the bottom of the list. All right, good. We're current here. Well, I might as well start. 80 people here to start. That is a huge start for everybody. Thank you guys again for coming. Let me throw up just a couple pics because I want to get right into the unboxing, but I figured I'd do a little bit of kind of Jet Jam pictures here. I'm going to throw a few of these up here, folks. Some of them are upside down. I can't figure out why they're coming out upside down. I've tried to flip them around. It still isn't working. So anyway, there's me at the Jet Jam with my FMS banner. And let's see if I can get these to scroll through. And of course, my presets are not working. Oh no, there they are. Next and previous. Now, well, there's a couple guys setting up planes. There's an FMS Rafale there. Sorry, guys, I'm not in the center there. There's some of my planes over there at Michael Carbone's trailer, and you can see I had the MB, and I had the L-39 set up ready to go. Again, here's at Michael Carbone's trailer. I want to thank Michael for letting me store the planes indoors, so hopefully got a couple pictures of those. And here's a couple guys flying a Rafale and so forth. So I thought I'd throw some of these up just to share a couple pictures. Another FMS Rafale. getting ready to go. I don't know why my my hotkeys are not working right. There's Michael Carbone upside down, and some guys working on planes. That's our air marshal in there. Again, I want to thank Michael Carbone, Sea Mafia, for letting us use the trailer to store the MB339 and the L-39 because he was pretty cool about that. He told me ahead of time you could park in there and stuff, so I only brought the 2 planes. These are all the prizes. I want to thank all the sponsors. Horizon Hobby, here's a quick picture right here. Horizon put in a whole bunch of giveaways, you know, for the event. This was one of them, I think, from them, from E-Flight. There's me upside down. FMS came through, guys. FMS Models gave us a really nice Futurity giveaway. This is the winner here, upside down, because my computer can't figure it out. Here's one of the other winners. This is the Rafale that I brought. That was, again, from FMS. So, guys, everybody thank FMS for giving us 2 airplanes for the event. And then Michael Carbone brought this from FMS as well. So FMS actually gave us 2 Rafales, but this was through Michael Carbone. So these are the you know, FMS really stepped up. We got a model stand, one of the real nice ones. This was from Banana Hobby. They gave us a real nice stand, and then they also gave us a nice little hand-launched Viper jet. Banana was new to coming to the event, but they gave us some nice things. Ernst Manufacturing gave us all these nice stands. This picture right here, Sea Mafia threw in these stands. Again, Michael Carbone threw the stands in for this guy, and the next guy next to him won the stand. So anyway, I wanted to thank him for throwing that all into the pot for everybody. He was pretty generous about that. Another picture of Ernst stands, guys. Ernst Manufacturing right up here at the top, above arrows there. They gave me a whole bunch of stands for you guys for the giveaway. There's my buddy Dave Hawker. He won the P-39 Air Cobra. And but he won one of the stands also as well. There's me working on the MB339. So if you guys want to see the MB339, I have it actually back up here, but we just launched a video of it today. So if you guys want to check that out, it flew really well. You know, check it out. We had the Sirius out there flying it as well. So that flew real nice. And there's me with the Sirius, the MB339, and the L-39 from Banana Hobby. If you guys want a Sirius, you guys can pre-order them at Banana Hobby now. In fact, I put the link in the description below the video so you guys can check that out. So, and they're going to go probably pretty fast. So, all right, let me get to that. Let me close that out, and let me take a look at the chat log here real quick. And once again, let me just double check. Can you guys give me a little bit of text and just make sure you're getting audio okay? Because that's kind of the only way I know. I have a little bar I'm watching on the screen right here that's telling me that we got good audio. So, but I want to make sure if you guys can give me a little text, make sure the sound is good. We're going to get to the unboxing. So, yeah, there's 100 guys here already. Holy smokes! Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for coming, everybody. Let me put this down, and I can read the chat log right out front here. All right, lots of people. Yeah, all right. Here, let me get out a knife here if I can find one. I got tools scattered. When I got back from Jet Jam, I basically just went to work. So, you know, let me check out my camera swap, make sure we're working. Yeah, there we are. All right, guys, we're here. We're in the house. Top view's working. So all the special effects are doing that. There's my logo on my back. So there we go. Here we go. Let's check it out. So let me see if I can get a knife out here real fast and get the rest of this open. Also wanted to thank Foam Tack and Beacon Adhesives because I was handing out glue at the event too. So that was just something I was giving out from the Foam Tack guys, from Beacon Adhesives. So, okay, you guys got, yes, loud and clear, picture's perfect. All right, very good. Awesome, guys. Sounds and looks good, loud and clear. Pontiac F is here. Jim Ramos. DB Tennessee is here. Josh Howell. Trying to shout everybody out as I see everybody. So, Hezekiah Outerbridge. I hope I got that right. Let's see. Jacob Stringfellow. William Luke. Rain Silver Splash. Dave Snyder. 5x5. Thanks, Dave. All right, let's see what we got. Brian K. Mav Pro. Hey, if anybody was here, let's see. Motion Sick RC FPV. All good. Okay, Skyboy's here. Hey, everybody who went, if anybody was on here that went to Jet Jam, what'd you guys think of the event? Just kind of curious to see if anybody was here in the live stream who went to the event. Just want to see what y'all thought of it. You know, what you guys think and how it went. And while we're doing that, I'm going to get to opening this thing up. So let me see if I can see which way. Oh, I put tape on it. That's right. I did this. I'm going to kind of open this up a little bit so you guys can see this thing. And let me go to my top view here and see if we can kind of take a look here. All right, I'm gonna open this up. Guys can maybe see. Well, no, I'm not gonna be able to see that at all. let me get this off of here. Let me go back to my other view here. This is a huge box, guys. This is another 105 millimeter jet from Banana Hobby because they're really killing it with this stuff. I haven't even taken this out of the box. I literally just took the cover off and looked in here. And let me cut this thing off of here because it's too huge to really handle. And let me get in here. These things come in these super nice, they're actually a honeycomb type of a box structure thing. So it's not like your regular cardboard. It is cardboard, but it's like a honeycomb material. So it's almost more like a wood box it's in, but it's pretty tough. So yeah, it's pretty neat stuff. It's if you look at it from this side, you can see it's like a. See here, it's like a thick honeycomb type board stuff. So it's pretty tough stuff. So let me stick this thing over here, get it out of the way. Hitting my top camera there. That's okay. Put that away. All right, we're back. 107 folks here. Again, awesome show, awesome turnout. Fantastic. So let's put this back down. And okay, Justin Warden said he loved it. Jet Jam was great. Can't wait till next year, says Justin Warden. Love the event. Definitely more people than last year. Rain sucked. Yeah, it was like a mud bog for us for sure. So, but let's do this. Let me flip this up. I got my car key right there. I'm gonna move something here because this is kind of in the way. Just gonna move a little bit. Hopefully we don't lose signal. But here we go, folks. This is I'm gonna actually turn it around. I kind of didn't really plan this well. But let's see, we're going to turn this around. Everybody can get a look in here, see what we got for show and tell today. I'll try not to drop this out all over the floor. But here we go. This is the CCCP version and also the receiver-ready version of the L-39, 105 millimeter, which is right behind me here. The one I've been flying on the channel, this is the camo version. This is the CCCP version. So, and like I said, it's receiver ready. This one has a change sun fan in it, so it's pretty much ready to go. You know, you put your receiver, put your battery in, and you go. So it's a really nice airplane. In fact, did you get a haircut, Rit? Yeah, I got a haircut. I got them all cut, actually, because I needed it. Yeah, my hair was out of control. I couldn't even comb it. It was in my face and stuff, so it was crazy. So, yeah, this is a sweet airplane. The color on this thing is awesome. And in fact, while we're at it, I'm going to really quick see if I can add for you guys. Let me see if I can go to my website thing here. I'm pumped with this one. This is a pretty cool airplane. The paint job on it is awesome. And let me go to. I'm going to try and show you all a better picture. Let's see if it'll let me pull this up. There we go. And then let me go. This is Banana Hobby. And let me just go to a Google thing. I think you guys can see this on there. Let's go L-39 CCCP. Let's do that. Let's go to images. And there was this one cool picture I saw of this thing, the full scale. See if I can find it here. Yeah, this was the picture right here. Let me see if I can zoom that down. But look at this thing. This is crazy. Let me see if I can get to this. Trying to show you all, get this in here. If this will let me do it, let's see. Yeah, check that thing out. I mean, that's the paint job on this deal. That's what the CCCP looks like, and it's just from different angles with the red, white, and blue. It's a pretty sharp paint job. Should be super visible to see this thing. So. Anyway, that's what the full-scale, model or full-scale airplane looks like. And there's also tons of other, you can always do a search for it and take a look. You can see down here, here's the Banana Hobby picture, you know, and then there's some more full-scale pictures. It's got an eye on the front. It's kind of like a hawk, kind of a paint job. It's got eyeballs on the front of it, on the nose, if you look at it. So anyway, pretty sweet, huh? Here, let's get, let me go back to the live stream stuff. And if you guys want to check this out, they are available now, you know, so check it out, Banana Hobby. See if I can go there. There's Banana Hobby. Just go to EDF Jets, go to Foam Jets, and then you can see all the versions here. I think it's in stock. The MBB 339, I took it to Jet Jam, and they sold out in the middle of the show. I was flying it around. They contacted me and said, hey, Rich, we sold out of the MB. But there's more coming, guys. So they're limited. So if you guys want to get one in all reality, they're kind of limited production. They don't really make, like, it's not like they make thousands of them, but, you know, they're making some. But when they come out, you kind of have to pre-order them and get them, or they go quick. So, but here's the L-39. You can see right here in the CCCP here, right in the middle. And then there's actually a bunch of, there's the Sirius. You know, you can pre-order that as well. I got all links below in the description, so if you guys use that, that does help me out a little bit. And let me go right here. You can choose, and here's the other thing, you can choose the color that you want of this thing. And let me see if I can go to the pictures. This will just help me. This way I can show it to you quicker and stuff. These are the different variants of it. These are photos of my plane, actually. This is on the runway at Jet Jam right here, folks. So I took these pictures for everybody and for Banana Hobby so they would have some pictures. So I just snapped these on the runway the day before. But there's the tricolor version, you know, the air show version. And so there's going to be a couple versions, and then there's also this camo, this military camo version of this. So you guys will be able to get these. I think they're coming around August or September, so, you know, like I said, they're kind of limited. So if you want one, you know, get them because they're going to go fast. In fact, when I went to Jet Jam with the MB, like I said, they sold out in the middle. I'd only had the plane about a week, and I brought it there to demo, and they sold out of every single one of them, guys. While I'm demoing at the event, everybody's seeing it. So I had a lot of questions about it. So anyway, definitely if you guys want one, order one, check it out. And again, you guys can, you know, the L-39 is there as well. And there's also the blue paint job. That seems to be one of the really popular ones as well. But they're showing, and some are in stock, some are not. But I think this one is in stock right now. So anyway, so let's get to it. Let me close this window so we can get this out of here and get to the unboxing stuff here. Websites, let's get rid of that. That should be gone. And now I got the live chat up there. So, all right, happy Father's Day, everybody's saying. Awesome. And let's get this out of here, folks. We're gonna start pulling these out. There's lots of foam, folks, in these things. So, you know, you're gonna have foam everywhere. So I'm gonna try and give you all, let's see if I can go to a top shot here. And let's see if I can show this all to you without raising my desk here. But this will give you an idea from the top, you know, what this all looks like. You know, your wings are just nicely packaged in here. There's nice foam here. Again, all JP brakes on this thing. And these are your wing panels. I'll kind of, let me get a knife here and pull this out. See if I got a pair of scissors down in here. I think I had a pair in there. Yes, I do. So I'll use some scissors to get these open with, and we'll carefully get these out of here. So. And I'm watching all y'all's chat right now. I'm trying to keep up with the chat log there. So Wreckham Roy and John Chapman is here. Let's see, we'll pull this out of here. Yeah, absolutely nice. Here, let me pull my glasses out. Get a close look at this. Fit and finish is so nice on these things, folks. The Aerofoam models, in my mind, just, I mean, I've flown a lot of different brands and things, and the Aerofoam line of models just seems to have just a better fit and finish than the others that are out there of the large jet models out there. They're very nicely, cleanly painted. The finish on them is very nice. The fit is pretty fantastic. You can see we got submerged hinges in there. Very nicely hinges. Flaps are hinged nice. This L-39 is sweet. We were flying the heck out of this. I probably put at least a dozen flights on this at Jet Jam, or at least the camo one. Nice back plate here for your flap hinge. And there is a piece of tape here, folks, you'll find on the inside here where your spar, your main spar, there's two spars. There's a smaller spar, and then there's a main spar here. The reason for this tape, at least last time around, is that there's a stopper in here. Let me see if I can grab, real quick, pair of pliers down here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I can actually see it down in there. You got to be careful because this is a wood stopper down there. I might just glue mine in there. What this is when they do the molding for this, the spar goes like all the way to the end, the hole. So if you don't have this piece of wood in there to stop your spar, okay, and that's what this is. Piece of tape is just to keep it from falling out so you don't lose it. If you lose this, your spar could conceivably slide all the way to the end, and then you got no spar in the other wing, and you could fold it up. So make sure you got your spar stopper in there, you know. So I'll kind of stick that in there, and then I'm going to put this tape back over it. But check out the multi-wing connector right there. Pretty sweet overall. So really nice, beautiful fit and finish, folks. This is just, like I said, Aerofoam, I think, is making these pretty much nicer than anybody. I mean, they're doing beautiful. Even the tape jobs are getting to be really nice. I mean, all the way out to the end. You've got hatches right here for your servos. And I'm going to use the innermost hole on all of these. So, because you don't need this. This is almost like a 3D style arm. So I'm going to use the inner hole on all of these. And the hatch covers are the best, because these hatch covers, when you remove these 4 screws, if you have to change a servo, the servo is actually screwed into the cover with 4 screws, like the old days when we used to make them out of wood. So it's very old school, but it's new material. It's all made out of plastic. So very nice servo hatch covers. Some of the other competitors or contenders, whatever you want to call them, they're gluing all their servos in. You're not going to find that with Aerofoam. You know, the Aerofoam stuff is just pretty sweet. So I'm going to go to the next view so you guys can see. Nice big wing, folks. I think the wingspan on this is only 1450 millimeters, so it's really not that hugely wide, okay, or wingspan, but it's a very wide wing. The chord line is huge, so it's a big, big wing. This plane floats right in real nice, but it's also pretty darn quick. So anyway, nice fit and finish there. I'm going to stick this wing aside. I'm just going to park it like right over here. Get that out of the way. Get the other wing out here. Let's pull this one out of here. And let me get some scissors. Get this out of here. It's like Christmas. Christmas here. Where did I put my scissors? Scissors are gone. No. All right, let's see. Let me grab some down here. The heck did I put those scissors? Oh, that's right. I put them back there. All right, we'll zip these open. Check these out. The assembly on this is so simple, too. Everything goes together nice. And this one's even better, folks. If you want to see a full build, full assembly on this thing, I've got that on the RCINFORMER YouTube channel already when I built the camo version, okay? So the whole assembly is in there. So you guys can see that already. It's just, this is just a different color, and this is the the receiver ready version. So yeah, real nice fit and finish. Let me scroll here. You can see the really nice just JP brakes on there, all ball bearings supported. I haven't put a brake gyro in my L-39 because mine's stopped straight ahead. So I noticed on my MB, if you guys watched the MB 339 video I just put out, the plane is pulling to the right hard, and I think it's because the left brake is not braking. I think because when you spin it, I feel like a rattling, so I think there's a bad brake. So I just probably need to replace the brake. But Banana Hobby has brake gyros too that'll kind of even that out. But my L-39 stops straight ahead on stock brakes, so I don't see a reason for it really necessarily. So if the stock ones are working, go with it. Otherwise, I don't think you need to. I don't know if you need it exactly, but yeah, fit and finish is nice. It has a nice wing light here in the bullet, and nice wingtip light there as well. So yeah, they did a nice job. Nice fit, nice finish, nice paint job. Yeah, really cool. All right, let me take this one and put this aside. Put this right up here. I got a little table thing I'm putting that stuff on. And then bags, packing material, lots of that stuff. All right, more foam. Check it out. Foam, and more foam, more foam, more foam. And here, I'll go to the top view so y'all can see how this looks. I'll try to zoom out as best I can. Here, let me come out. That's about all I'm going to get. But here's a section of foam area where they got the horizontal stabilizers in there. There's 2 of them right here. I got them all packaged in there. So again, lots of foam, custom-made foam pieces and stuff. So if you guys need some padding material, you'll have plenty of it here. So here, let me switch the view back. And you can see these come nice. We'll pull these out of their bags. And we'll get this all together for everybody. Let's see, we'll put that there. I'm going to cut these open carefully. Be careful not to cut the wires, because there are wires there. Yeah, real nice. Super, super nice. Here, let's see. Let me get you guys in on this. Let's see. Check out the quality of that. That's very, very nice. Nice fit, nice finish. Again, all submerged style here. You can see it looks like the tape is binding a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of, actually it's a little bit of the paint I think stuck there, but look how nice that hinge working is. Just awesome. One thing I noticed on the MB that I wanted to pass along to everybody too is that these screws right here, there's real nice metal horns all over this thing. 4 screws going in here. And those 4 screws will engage this plate on the back. And so sometimes you'll see a little divot there where the screw's poking through. That's okay. That means it's engaged, okay? If you don't see that hole, that's where you want to kind of be a little concerned. You do want to make sure that these screws, and this is real important because I noticed this on the MB, make sure all 4 of these screws go straight in. If you see one at an angle, okay, or an angle this way, it may not be engaging the hole, okay, on the opposite side, on the plastic plate here. So check them, and when you tighten them or loosen them, check all 4 screws on all of these, okay, and make sure they're engaging the plastic, because I found a few on the MB that were not. I just pre-flighted it and checked it ahead of time, and so make sure all 4 of these go into the plastic on the opposite side, okay? Real important. Sometimes on assembly lines, they will mess that kind of stuff up, but super awesome, folks. Nice connector here. Again, fit and finish is super nice. I love the paint job on this thing. It is just cool to say the least. The white and the blue, just awesome. So there's a piece of wood right here too that's kind of important to note. A lot of companies are not doing it like this, but check out the wood bulkhead there. And then metal, there's metal inserts that go in here that are threaded, and then you've got 3mm metric bolts that go through here, and they tap, okay, into the plastic, into the metal flanges, and the metal is tapped. So it's pretty nice, guys. Metal screws, machine screws into metal threads. It kind of doesn't really get kind of too much better than that. Let me zoom back out here. So there we go. Let's get this. I'm going to kind of put this one right back here. So when I forget that I put it here, you guys go, hey man, it's in the back. I forgot. It's like Candyland today. Let's see, real nice. So we'll get this one out too. Again, be careful not to cut your wires. And we'll take a look at this one as well. Just checking the quality of everything here. We'll go to a top view for everybody so y'all can see how nice this is. They're doing a really nice job. Again, check your screws. Hinges are awesome. I mean, they're doing a beautiful job with the hinges on these. And guys, again, this is the stock fan version, the CS fan. So if you guys check out the MB339 video I just put out, that will show you the stock fan in action. So at least in the MB. So we'll see how it does with this. I think it'll probably be okay too. Again, inner hole on all of these things, folks. So I'm going to put those in there that way. Yeah, fit, finish. Super nice, folks. Very nice. I love their back plates. They do such a nice job on their back plates on these things. The fit and finish on them is very nice. They're clean, you know. So again, if you see a little dot pointing through there where the 4 screws are, that's okay. I mean, that's good. It's sort of a good indication that, you know, the screw is actually biting through. So again, check all your screws, and that's for your elevators, your ailerons, your flaps. Just make sure they're engaging the plastic behind it. Huge spar going through here. Nice tight spar tube all the way through here. So pretty darn cool. So let's go back to the next view. I'm going to put this one here. Put that up there. Get it out of the way. And we've got instructions right here. So instructions are kind of basic. Here, let's see. Let me switch the view here. See what we got here. And I'll grab my glasses here. Take a look and see what we got. You guys can see those pretty clearly. Right there, we've got our install the nose, then put the canopy on, then put the wings right here. 4 screws, and your drop tanks, or not drop tanks, but external tanks, which I haven't even put those on the camo one. And then these are your pitot tubes up front. Those kind of just fit on. I haven't really glued those. And then there's your tail section. There's your vertical on there. Vertical has a spar. That's important to note. Has a real nice spar going through there. And then there's a little plastic piece right there, like a little, kind of like a fence of some sort, like an aerodynamic fence. And then the CG, not a problem. And then there's throws and stuff. So you can see 1420 on the wingspan. And you can see the length on this is 1,800 millimeters. So it's almost a 2-meter long airplane. So pretty nice. Instructions are pretty basic. You don't really kind of need them so much other than just basic fitting and stuff. And let's pull some more padding out. Let's get to the vertical stabilizer in here. And let's see how that's looking down there. Pull this off of here. Let's see. All right, we got 100 guys watching. That rules. You guys are awesome. Again, thanks for coming. Look at that vertical. Wow. Look how nice that is. It doesn't get too much better than that. And here are the metal flanges that I'm talking about here. And you can see how sweet that those are. These are, you see the wood bulkhead. And you can see here that they're tapped. So that's how you install your vertical, you know. Let me go wide on that. Here, hang on. Sorry about that. That's how your horizontal is. On the horizontal, the metal tabs are on the fuselage end. So super nice. Your lead there. There's your spar tube, again, for your rudder. So your whole vertical's got its own spar. Nice hinge action all the way around. Again, check your screws. Make sure they're tight. I can actually stick my fingernail right here, if you can see. I can actually stick my fingernail under this screw head. Let me get close on that. You can see it right there. So if you see it's kind of loose like that, tighten it a little bit. Make sure all 4 of these are tight, okay? You don't have to over-tighten them where you just mash up all the foam and stuff, but just make sure they're, make sure they're down and flush. And that also is an indication, that also tells you whether or not, again, it's engaging the plastic, okay, backer on the other side. That's real critical. So just check them all, guys. Just check it. All these models are supposed to be, ready to fly, right out of the box, all ready to go. But, it's an expensive model. So, check all those things. Make sure they're good. Servo box is real nice there. So we should be good to go with this. So, all right, let me get this off to the side here. Put that back there, get that out of the way. And let me flip up. There's some more foam. Imagine that, more foam. There's foam everywhere. Let's see, I got wing spars. So there's 3 spars, so don't throw out stuff. Make sure you got another one inside. Okay, this is for your tail. These 2 are for your wings. Very heavy-duty carbon spars. There's no loose spars on these aerofoam planes, folks. They're tight. When they fit in the wings, they go in there pretty darn good. So at least it did on the other 2. In fact, the other 2 are so tight, I found myself kind of ramming the wings on. But that's good. That's what you want. You want like a really tight-fitting wing. So let's see. Raymond Lara's here. Wild Bill's still in the house. Alpine RC. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Is he here? Must be here. Jeff must be here. Jeff was at the Ryan event. Let's see. Let's pull some of these tapes off of here. And wait, am I finding another spar? Oh, hang on a sec. Let's see. There is yet another spar. Oh yeah, wait, one's for the tail. That's right. There's 4 spars. My mistake. There's one for the horizontal, which I think is this one. There's one for the vertical. Okay, the vertical has the spar. And then the 2 wing spars. So let me get all this tape off of here. So yeah, I kind of forgot about that one. Yeah, this is one of these few big foam airplanes that has a vertical spar that you put in. That's what I like about these aerofoam planes, is they're kind of going to the, they're sort of going to the nth degree with making sure everything's kind of built right. And yeah, that's how I would do it, man. And they're doing a good job there. So they're doing what others maybe ought to be doing, but are not. So it's nice. Let me get these spars. There's lots of spars here. Leave my little storage area here. And yeah, I displayed back here for everybody the MB339 with 1 wing on it back here, and the L-39, which I've been flying the heck out of, and the Sirius fuselage I put right here. So been flying all of them. You get them all at Banana Hobby. It looks like Banana Hobby is going to be the main dealer for the X-Fly stuff. So, you know, check back, and I'll probably have some of that stuff to show you as it comes out. There is a little bit of sticky stuff on here, so I might need something to get some of that off from the tape so I don't stick it in the wing and get it stuck in the wing. So if you find it's really tight, get this sticky stuff off here with some Windex or something so it doesn't stick when you put the wing in and you can't get the pull, you can't get the spar out. So, all right, let me put these all the way in here. These are nice spars. They're very thick. And then let's pull this up so everybody can see. Actually, there's more parts in here. Let me get these out. These are your wing tanks. These are pretty nice, you can see. And let me pull those. Let me open those up here. Grab some scissors. Get that open. Like I said, guys, it's like Christmas here. Get some bags down here. Open this up. Get those down. Throw these over here. Yeah, pretty cool. Check these out. These are nice. I'll give you guys, actually, let's do it this way. Let's zoom in on these so y'all can see. It's pretty sharp what they did with these tanks. They put a little talon on them because that's how the full scale is painted. And then these are intended, the pylons are intended to be glued into the wings, and then you have screws right here. You can unscrew this, and you can actually take the tank off, leave the pylon on. So I have been intending for a while to put some magnets, rare earth magnets here and here, to put on the fuselage. Okay, so I can actually remove the pylon with magnets. I just haven't had a chance to do it. But anyway, this gives you an idea of the talons that are painted on this thing, just like the full scale, you know, airplane is. So pretty neat on these tanks. So I'll probably put these on. I haven't had them on the camo version yet, just because I've just been flying them without the tank. So we'll get to that. I'll stick those over there, and then let's pull this up so you guys can get the full. Hopefully without dropping this on the floor. Let's see, but you know, that's how it looks, you know, in the box there, folks. Please don't fall out. Here, let's roll it this way. Oh wait, I got stuff there. Hang on. That's what's going down. No wonder it's not working. I got packing material everywhere. There it is. So there's your fuselage in there. And you can see your nose section right here with the eyes on it, which we'll take a look at. Your canopy's kind of like right here. And that's your main fuselage in the box. So yeah, pretty neat. Nice paint job all the way around. Again, all this stuff is packaged real nice. Again, it's got your honeycomb stuff, you know, cardboard type stuff, you know, keeping this thing safe, and then all that foam in there. So like I said, if you guys need some foam packaging, you're going to have it with this airplane. So we'll pull the nose out of here first. That's the first part we're going to screw into place. So here, let's get this out of here. We'll cut these open, and we'll get into this. Yeah, look at that. That is slick. I like that. That's cool. You got 3 wires here. Yeah, very nice. These all just go through. These pass through to the tail. There's 4 screws right here. Yeah, let me show you that here. Let me just put these through real quick. It's the first thing I usually do with these. All these larger jets generally have a nose that goes on the plane, and they assemble with just 4 machine screws. So let's put these through there, and then we can take a look. Let's check this out. Get you guys close in on this. Let's see. I'll zoom in. Check it out. It looks like a hawk. Look at the eyes. Yeah, very neat. Very cool. Very cool how that is. So that's how it looks, you know, when it's coming at you. So very neat. Love the paint job. It's going to be sharp. It's going to be a sharp paint job to see. Probably one of the more visible of them. You know, the camo is cool to watch. It's very nice camo, but it also, you know, it's camo. So it's contrasty, but not like this one. This one, holy smokes! This is a sharp Russian paint job. There's your four screw holes right there, and there's you've got blind nuts in there. You see the 4 blind nuts. And basically just put that onto the nose or put that onto the rest of the fuselage, and you should be good to go. So, and then the landing gear door, I think I can crank this. Yep, we can get that open so everybody can see in there. Separate servo. Pretty tough. You know, I've had this at CEF on grass so far. It flew well off of grass. Didn't have any problems with it. The grass there was really thick. So, and we'll see if we can get the gear down, you know, for everybody. But you can see How nice. All ball bearing supported wheel up front. You know, there's your servo door with ball link and everything. Your nose wheel steering servo is right on the main strut, right where it ought to be. And you got a big bulkhead right in there. You can see that that mounts the whole strut there. So yeah, nice stuff coming from Aerofoam, folks. It's pretty much of the bigger jets out there. You know, the Aerofoam stuff is, you know, is the top, I think. They're just making the best stuff. So let me get this down. Actually, that servo is pretty nice here. Actually, let me zoom on that real fast. Let's get down on there. There's your landing gear door servo that's actually mounted with a kind of a combination of wood and plastic, but it's a nice mounting. Like, they did a really nice job with that with the ball link. So super, super nice. And then one more thing, there is an antenna fitting right up here that on my camo one, I tore those off, mounting it, putting it into a car and trying to slide it on those. I ripped those. But there's a little plastic detail piece that I'll show you in the box. It's in here somewhere. So, but we'll check that out. So, but that's it for the nose cone. Let's get this closed up. Yeah, it closes up real nice, nice and clean. And we'll get this. I'll put this over by my Dave's RC shirt. Thanks to Dave's RC. Fly Free or Die. He gave me a shirt at the Ryan event. So thanks, Dave, if you're watching, if you're in the house. Let's see. Dave's got lots of giveaways on his channel, and he does a nice job over there. So let's see. Let me get in here. Let's see what we got. Here's our canopy. Canopies have always been an interesting thing on the Aerofoam planes. That's the one thing I've been finding. They leave too much trim, and you have to trim some of it off. I've been dealing with the factory on getting the canopies kind of trimmed a little better. So, but they're working on it. It looks like there's a little bit here sticking off, so I'll have to trim it with some scissors. So, something going on with the canopy trim guy on the assembly line. So, but that's relatively a small thing. The canopies all fit well once you do, you know, a little bit of extra trimming. So, my hair is going crazy here on me. So let me get some hat action on here. But real nice. These came off. These popped out of place. These are usually taped. And this actually looks a little different than my. Let me see how this looks compared to my L30, my other L39 here. Let's see real quick. It almost looks like that's a little bit of a different molding. No, it's the same. It's pretty much the same. But you can see how this is flush right along here, where this one's sticking out a little bit. So this one looks, the new one actually looks a little better than this one was. This one I took the whole thing off and kind of retrimmed it. But it fits beautifully once you do that. So, so yeah, if you guys have this on yours, not a big deal. I mean, there's worse sins coming from a factory, but you know, if you guys see this, check your fit and finish. If you have an extra lip like this is on here, you're probably just going to have to trim some of that off to get it to fit better. Maybe even on the underside, but actually this looks flush. So this end should be okay, but just keep in mind. I mean, when I did my L39, the camo, it wasn't fitting all that great. I ended up peeling actually the whole canopy deck off, putting the foam piece down, and then gluing it on. So if you check out the assembly guide, I'll show you that. Hopefully you don't have to do that with yours, and I think with this one, we're just going to do a little trimming here, and that's all. So, but the canopy's real nice. They did I love actually the color looks, the contrast of the color looks real good on this. It looks real nice. So, and there's your instruments, 2 sets of instruments, and of course you can put a pilot in there, all kinds of pilots, and that's where this comes in. You know, these hatch covers underneath. You just glue your pilot to that and put it back on. Make sure you thoroughly tape this in place, because these could potentially maybe suck down into the fuselage and go into the fan. So make sure if you put a pilot in there, you know, make sure he's secured down in there. And I'll show you my guy, which you guys have seen before if you've been on the show. This is the Banana Hobby pilot, one of their pilots that, if I can get this hatch off. I have a sticky latch on this one. And but there's the Banana Hobby pilot that is in there. So if you guys want to check him out, he fits in there pretty good. He almost looks a little bit big in there, like maybe he ought to be a little smaller, but I don't know, the size of him seems to fit okay, and I didn't have to modify him. That's the beauty. I just glued him right down there. I stuck a little hole through here, you know, to put his oxygen tube in there, and then again taped these, which you can see right here, front and back. You can even do the sides if you want. But that pilot's pretty realistic. So if you guys want to check him out, all you got to do really is just go to, here, let me go to website here real fast. I'll go to Banana Hobby. I'll go to accessories. Just go to, let me scroll a little farther this way. Accessories, and there should be, let me make it bigger here, just to show you. Yeah, accessories. There should be pilot figures here somewhere. Click on that. And then I went to, I think it was 1/6 scale, I think is what I used. And let me scroll down. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing because, yeah, okay, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing pretty much. So I had to make my screen a little larger. So, and then I used this guy right here, the Blitz RC Works highly detailed guy. It's a little pricey, but man, the detail is awesome because the mask, you know, the helmet, all that stuff, the belt, the buckles for the oxygen mask, they're all separate pieces. So it's a pretty detailed pilot for kind of what you're getting. And he actually is a perfect fit in here. So that's kind of why I'm showing you guys. You don't have to do any modifying. I know there's a lot of folks that get really, really, really into scale details and stuff. And that's cool. I'm not so much into the massive scale. As long as it looks pretty scale and the detail's good and I don't have to do so much work. That's why I like this pilot, because he's very detailed. He fits in there. You can lift the visor up. He's got straps, the whole deal. So that's pretty cool. In fact, I can give you guys even a little more close up on that dude. I showed him to y'all last time too. So, but again, all the helmet straps, the oxygen mask straps, the visor, I mean, all that stuff kind of comes up on this guy. So, and like I said, it's a drop-in fit. You glue him and, you know, he's in place and you got a pretty cool pilot fairly quickly. So anyway, so let me get this back on. Back in place. I'm not going to latch it because it's easier if I don't. And there you go. So there's our canopy. I'm going to take our canopy. I'm going to just upside down. I'm going to put that there. And what else do we have? More foam. We got parts here. These are missiles, or not missiles. These are pitot tubes, Velcro, screws, landing gear blocks. And I'll show you all that. These are the landing gear blocks, which if you check out the building guide, assembly guide, I have a really nice way to put these on, where you have to do a little work if you want to. I mean, you just glue them in there, but these are just covers for your gear that make the gear exit cleaner, and it looks really nice when you get them in there. And in fact, what I'll do for you guys is let me walk really quick over here. I forgot to bring with me, we're getting some rattling here. I forgot to get a wing here. And let me show you this. This is the wing on my camo version, okay? So this is held up real nice. Again, fit and finish has been awesome. I've been flying this thing everywhere. So I've really put a lot of time on this plane. So, so it's super, super reliable. But here is what I did with my gear covers. You can see right here. So you don't have to go to the detail I went to, but if you look at the assembly guide, building guide, assembly that I did on this, the video on the RCINFORMER YouTube channel, I actually glued some blocks to the actual metal here with some foam tack and then put little screws in there. So this is totally removable with these two screws, and it cleans up all the wires, and the finish on it, it looks really nice. You don't see any of the retract or anything. So if you guys want to go to some little more extent, you know, check out that video because it's on there and it shows you how to do, how I did it anyway this way. It's pretty simple. It's just a little more involved work. But if you want to, you know, just glue them in, you know. So I just found that if you glue them in though, it's harder to get in there if you have to take the retract out. Whereas the way I did it, there's two little screws that you unscrew, the whole gear block comes out. So you gotta get a little surgical with it, but it's not too bad. To me, it was pretty simple stuff. So, but anyway, all your push rods, ball links, all this stuff. Again, I'll go to the top view again here so y'all can see. Super nice ball links all the way around. So, and I'll probably go back to that wing and show you all that. So, and here's your pitot tubes. These do break off easy because they're long. So, and then here's a couple detailed fin pieces and stuff. There's your engine or fan covers and stuff. So they didn't glue those on, which tells me that maybe, because I haven't seen in this thing yet. Yeah, looks like they left, now that I'm looking, they left them out. These are your screw holes for your change sun fan or for your fan. So we'll take a look at that. But anyway, lots of screws and stuff for assembly, but there's not too much to this. So that's really about that. And then let's get this fuselage out of here. I think that's the last of the main main things in here. So lift this up and get this out of here carefully. There we go. That is it. So let me see if there's anything else in here. This is big to maneuver. Like I said, lots of foam pieces, folks. Lots of stuff to this airplane. More here. It's well padded, well protected. Nice crate that they put this in. So I think, if I am not mistaken, I think we can ditch this box, which I didn't really have an exit strategy for. So here we go. We're gonna just wing this. Hopefully I don't break anything. So if the picture just goes blank, then something went wrong here. So let's try, see if I can carefully just put this down here. I think we got that. All right, there we go. It's good. It's all good. So we'll get this fuselage down on the deck here. Sweet. There we go. Looks like they stuffed up the thing in the tailpipe. And let's pull this off of here. Let's go. Let's get this out of here carefully. And there we go. Let me pull up real quick the chat. I kind of lost my chat on there. Let's see what we got. All right, still 100 guys here. Yeah, it looks real nice. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Let's see, Alpine RC. Dave's RC. Always like watching Rich and his flight reviews. So awesome. He's doing a live show. Yep, Dave, there's your shirt, man. If you hadn't seen already. Dave's RC, Fly Free or Die. He gave it to me at the Ryan event. He was cool. So let's see what we got. Different kind of fire booty, says Ray. Yeah, there is, which I haven't gotten to yet because I'm always busy, you know, but I got an afterburner to put in one of these. So the change, or actually this is a Change Sun fan, Ray, so I don't know if you got one for this, but he's got one for the, if you put in the JP fan, you can use the cone with a burner in the back. So, you know, anyway, so that's it. So there's our fuselage, folks. That's it. See how nice that is? L-39 Albatross. Here, let's go. Let's swap the camera angle here. Here, check that out. We'll do it from a different angle too, but let's see what we got. There's the logo on the side there. That's pretty cool. L-39. I like that. That's pretty neat. So nice fit and finish again, just like my other one was. Let's see, I'll put this down on the table and we'll raise the table up a little bit. We'll get it going. I don't think we're going to snag anything here. Get it up on the lift here. And let's look it over, see what we got here. Nice canopy fit and finish. And let's see, let's say Change Sun fan is in there. That looks nice. It's turning well. Let's see, we got nice flanges everywhere. Fit looks nice. Let's see, looks like they got the hinges or the these things in place. Yeah, those are the latches. They have real nice latches on these planes. Yeah, I'll see if I can zoom, get y'all in on that. There's one right there. So here, I'll raise this up a bit. They have real cool, or I should lower it. Real nice latches. I found that sometimes these things can stick a bit. They also they got some paint on this. Overshot the mark there. And if that happens, just kind of lift up on it when you pull it. But yeah, nice latches there. And let's see, let's look at the back latch. Same deal here. This one's a little more advanced. It's kind of neat the way that this one works. You have this is pretty cool because you got a tongue and groove right here. But you also have on this one this little spring-loaded deal. Okay, so when you put your hatch cover on, okay, and you pull this back and you latch it closed, okay, it locks in pretty securely. But when you pull this, the spring pops it up. So it's a pretty nice hatch cover. They did a pretty nice job on it. And yeah, this is pretty nice. Let me sorry guys, I'm perusing it myself and I got to get you all in on this. So let's see. There's your front section right there. You can see where your 4 screws are going to go in through the back side. Right there. Let me zoom in so y'all can see that. Okay, there's your screws go through here, right through here, and they engage your nose cone, which we'll put that on next. And then you guys can see real nice here. let's try not to drop this. All your electronics are wired. Okay, everything's in there ready to go. I'll probably move some stuff around. I'll add some straps. So if you guys check the building guide, you can see right here, there's only one strap in here, okay? And that's enough to hold your batteries down. Put some Velcro or shelf liner. You know, I added 3 more straps to mine. And the beauty is the floor of this thing, the wood floor down here, you can see this lightning hole. Where's that lightning hole? There's a lightning hole right here, a couple of them. It's hollow underneath, which is good. I mean, it's all secured around the perimeter, but underneath the floor is hollow. So you can actually put holes in there and put in a real nice, you know, a couple holes there to get your extra battery straps. So if you guys check out my assembly guide, I show that in there. So you'll be able to see all that in there. But here's your dual channel. There's a proprietary aerofoam, okay, dual channel, dual output BEC. And there's 2 wires on it, okay? And you can see the jumpers over here. Let's see if I can get to that. These two jumpers, let me see if I can angle that for you. There's 2 jumpers on this side right here, on the output wire side. Actually, I'm too far zoomed in. Let me back off a little bit so I can show you that. These are your 2 power source wires. Okay, so you can put 2 or 3 cell. Actually, it's meant for up to 6 actually. So these are your receiver batteries. Basically, you hook up here, or your BEC batteries, and then it outputs 2 separate sources of power. So one outputs the way that the jumpers are set up. One outputs 6 volts, if I'm not mistaken. That's for your receiver towards the top, and then towards the bottom, you can see it's jumped for 7 volts, and I think that's for your brakes. It's either brakes and or retracts. I'm not 100% sure. And then you can see where it says at the other side output. There's 2 wires coming off of there. These are your two. These are your 2 output wires, and that's kind of hard to see on this side. These are your outputs right here. So, and one goes into your receiver, and the other one goes into your landing gear board. Because you can see there's a mess of boards there. One's a retract controller, one's a brake controller, one's a sequencer, and some other stuff. So they're all wired up there, and you know, it's actually bundled fairly nicely. Where, you know, when you get this thing together, you can see right here, everything's already wired here. You've got flaps, ailerons, brakes. It's all labeled and all ready to go. And then when you put your nose on it, you plug them in. And I'll show you that here. We'll do that. You got carbon spars on the inside. You can see they're running all the way along here. Okay, so it's got some strength in it. A solid wood floor, and we can look down here. You can see there's your front bulkhead, where, you know, we'll put those 4 screws through, and that'll connect your nose cone. And there's looking right up the tailpipe and your fan. You can see there we've got, which I can't see because I got another window open there. See if I can get in there. 750 kV, okay, 105 EDF. So this had plenty of power, folks, when it comes to the MB339. Watch that video. I just posted it yesterday, folks, and you could see the stock fan on this is nice. So we'll see how it does on this. It should be fine, you know, but so for a stock fan, it had gobs of power. It was very, very well powered. So and let's see if I can pan out a little more. Pan out and show you guys a couple more things. Let's see. Yeah, this is nice though. Underneath, see right here, we got a cheater hole underneath. We've got your landing gear doors and speed brakes. So let me pop this hatch on real quick. We'll get in there here in a second. Let's go outside in. I should have done that first. Pop the hatch on. Positive hatch there. So here's your underside and how that looks. I'll zoom in for everybody. Get on in there. So here's your gear doors, super nice. They'll sequence open, you know, to get your main gear in there. So real nice. And then you've got speed brakes that you assign to a separate switch. Let me see if I can pull that up without dinging these. I think there's a little bit of paint sticking there, that's all. So you've got dual air brakes, speed brakes on this thing. Also, wheel brakes are JP, so that comes pretty standard all the way around. So there's your dual servos down in there for your speed brakes. Sharp airplane, folks. Like I said, I got a lot of time on flying this now, at least the camo version. And it's super nice, just the features on this plane. We'll close those up. We'll close the gear doors. Get these down in place. Let's get those closed. Very cool. Nice cheater hole. You can see the paint finish is super nice on this. You got your wing connectors there, which I'm going to zoom right in for everybody. You can see how nice those are. Single point, baby. No wires. Just plug your wings in and go. So, what does it say? Dave's RC said LOL right where I always say never again, but damn, if they get it right, shit, it's good. Yeah, I can allow that to go through. Let me put that up there. There you go. So, all right, still got about 100 guys here. Let's see what else we got to show everybody. What else is there? Oh, this is important to show. Let me get on here. Here's your metal flanges, which are painted over, so it's kind of hard to see. But let me see if I can zoom on those. So let's see. Let me raise this a little bit more here. Let's go up. There we go. Yeah, these are your metal. They painted over them, so it's a little harder to see. I don't want to damage anything there. So I can zoom in. Yeah, here's your elevator connections or your horizontal stabilizer connections. Do this without dropping this. But you can see these babies right here. These are tapped. Okay, they're metal. For this one, they painted them. You know, the old other one, they were silver. But they just painted over them. They should fit in there okay. If not, scrape the paint off. It should be okay. And of course, this is a wood bulkhead. So they masked the exit for it. And but look at the finish on it. It's nice. The foam has a nice fit and finish all the way around. You know, they did a real nice job. There's close up for everybody. NACA scoops again. There's your L-39 logo, Albatross logo, and really cool. The inlet lips right here. These are plastic, so they did a nice kind of a chrome or metal looking, you know, silver. And I don't know on the full scale, those might be heated, you know, for icing, that kind of thing. They often do that for anti-icing reasons. All your screws here too. Now, let me point this out because this is important too. All your wing screws, and actually let me see if I can go to the other side. That might be better to show. Let me see if I can lower this a little bit. I want to get in on the detail of this. Yeah, here's your. No, it's not too. Let me see if I can get lower. There we go. There's your wings and your wing points, attachment points. So these right here, okay, are all metal threads in there that you can see. So you've got machine screws, 3 millimeters that tap those in there. And then let me get to the vertical because the vertical is kind of a big deal too, I think. There's your vertical mounting posts right there. So as you zoom in there, you can see there's your wood bulkhead, your connector there for your rudder, and you can see your hole right there. Okay, this is your spar hole because there is a real spar tube in there. It's pretty nice. And then your metal flanges go right in here. Okay, and your screws come in from the side. So, and that's a 3 millimeter metric. So they tap into metal. They go through wood and tap into metal. So, yeah, it really doesn't get too much better than that. They're doing a nice job with this stuff. These again are your 2 screw plugs. This is here you tighten your change sun fan or whatever fan you have in there. That's where you put your screwdriver through. It's a little bit of an eyeball thing. You got to kind of really sight through there to get in there. But let me take the hatch cover off here. We'll pop that up. I love that spring-loaded deal. That's about as nice as it gets. And then let me see if I can zoom in there, show everybody the fan. If I can get that far in there. Let me lower this. Try and angle in there. This will be a little challenge camera-wise, but let's see if we can get to it. Let's see if I can get, I don't know if the camera's going to find that in there. It's kind of hard with the lighting going on. But there's the fan. It is hard to, see if I can zoom a little farther. There we go. There's your change sun fan way in there. And to get that out of there, you've got to remove, there's a quarter scoop here and a quarter scoop here that's glued, these little flanges here. So you have to peel those away to get those 2 out of there. This is all in the assembly guide, but you don't have to do that with this. You can just, you know, power this up and go. I may pull mine to check the tightness of the fan, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. We got in here your floor, your speed controller, which one more thing that these aerofoam planes often have is that the fan comes undone. In fact, let me do this. Let me go to my Let me go to my upper view and see if that'll help me out a little bit. That might be, actually, that's probably way better. That's what I'd be using for this. Often what happens is the fan, they put a little, or the speed controller. This is your V-Good speed controller. These are actually some of the nicest speed controllers. They're a little more powerful, but sometimes these loosen and fall out. They put it on a little block of wood, which I'm trying to get the factory to change because I put a bigger one in mine. Again, that's all in the assembly video if you check that out, and it's glued to the floor like down in here. A lot of times during transport, that comes off. So if it's going to come off in transport, it could come off in flight. So I would recommend just making a bigger wood floor to put this on and then mount it with. Don't use the screws. Don't mount it to these tabs, because if you put a screw through these mounting tabs, those tabs are plastic, and if they break off, guess where they're going? Right into the fan. So you always want to put double-sided tape or something under this and secure it down with that. Something sticky or something. Don't screw with those tabs, because all that stuff is just plastic that can break off and go down into your fan. So notice they have it zip tied. I'll use a couple tighter zip ties, but check out that assembly video. That'll show you all that stuff and how I secured that in there. But let me see if I can maneuver this to show you the fan a little bit better. Yeah, that might be better for doing this. Let me see if I can zoom down in there. That lower fairing is in 3 pieces, so they've changed that, but that's something that doesn't have to come out. They did a pretty nice job actually doing that. So, but that's your fan in there, and then you can see your bulkheads through here, everything through the center, all your equipment down here. So I'll make my little mods to the battery floors and stuff like I like to do. And again, that's all in the assembly guide that I made for the camo version of this. So check that all out. It'll all be there. So, but that's about it, folks. It's a real tough model, really well engineered. And I think now it's time to get it together. So let's see about putting it together. All right, I'm checking out everybody's, taking a look here. Chris Abba. Glass that puppy and drop some turbines. Yeah, they make a turbine version of this, folks. In fact, the turbine version of this model is a heavier foam, and they even put like a tougher servo in it. So the turbine and the foam version are built different. So you can get the turbine version. Just check it out at Banana Hobby. Just click my link below. It'll take you right to the website. And if you guys use my link, it does support the channel. My channel's free, guys. I'm not really about selling airplanes here. I'm information. I'm trying to help everybody out, show everybody the models, demo them well for everybody. But if you use our channel, guys, that supports us. And so, because I'll never ask for money on the channel. So, but if you use my links, that helps us out. So we appreciate that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to move a couple of planes and stuff here. Move a few parts because I want to get this thing together for everybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little stand right here. So the Sirius is going to go away. Seriously, it's going to go away. So I'm going to take this and put this over there. Again, guys, Siriuses are pre-order at Banana Hobby. So if you guys want one, check it out. Links are below. And I do appreciate you guys using the link. So let's get this. I'm just going to put it on the ground over here because my space is limited. So let's get, and then I'm going to stop for a second and tie my shoelace before I fall. All right, I'm back in. You guys don't hear anything. You guys should hear it now. You guys got me back. Sorry. All right, I got you back. You guys got sound now? When I snagged something over there, I pulled my microphone out. So let me know if you guys got sound now. I think you guys got it back. Sorry about that. Yep, there we go. So anyway, if you guys missed all of that, you should have some sound coming through now. Here was the website stuff, and there's the airplane right there. So sorry about that. I don't think you guys missed too much though. So chat at me if you guys missed something. But yeah, there's your price on it right there. And let me kill the website thing. Let me go back. Yep, I pulled my thing out. Yep, good to go. Sorry, I pulled my thing out. Good thing I was looking at the messages, or I would have got through half the build. So someone put in something there, a picture of something that got blocked. So I'm not sure what that is. So Philip Bender must not be a fan of mine, I guess, because it looks like he's got an interesting picture there or something. So, all right, so we got sound back, guys. Let's see what we got here. On the Banana Hobby shows a Thunderbird Diamond 105. Any idea what that is going to be? I have one right here. I got one down over there. So I'm going to show you guys the Diamond next. That's going to be that'll be pretty sweet to show you guys. Okay, good. We got sound back. We're good to go. There we go. There we go. Georgia Live show today. That's Dave Bridge. Yeah, the stock motor's pretty nice. Like I said, folks, if you all want to see that video on my channel, in fact, let's go to YouTube. I'm going to pull that up. You guys can check it out. Let's see here. I'll go to my channel. Let that come up. Here we go. We're going to go here. We're going to go to my channel. Let me see if I can go and see. Yeah, here's the MBB.
Cells of power,
see this on
105
stock
millimeter
power. I just launched the video today. I just put it on mute, so I don't think we're going to get too much crazy stuff going. But you can see here in this video that I just put up. This is your stock power for this is a change sun fan, same fan, but this is the MB operating on it. And it had real good vertical, real nice speed to it. Let's see if we can go by. Yeah, this is coming past. But this will give you an idea of the speed of the model. So check this out, guys. I just launched this yesterday. So you can see it moves along and it goes up. Jerry missed it on the camera here. He was busting his tryout initially, but he came through at the end. And here, let's see. We'll come by here. But again, this is the change sun fan on the MB339. And so check that out. Jerry, I was doing a slow pass. He missed it there too. He's just getting used to the camera, guys. But there it is at Jet Jam. First flight out. And then here, let's see. Let me go again to the next. Let me go to the next flight because that was actually, I think, a little better. So yeah, there it is. It trucks along, folks. The stock fan is pretty nice. So I always prefer the JPs, but they're that's extra you got to put in. So, and you can buy this plane without the fan and put your own fan in. So some guys are putting jet fan 110s, that kind of thing. But there we go, zooming by. I mean, and then I'll pull up here. Let's see. You can see it's got real good vertical. I mean, it goes up and around and out of sight with that 105 fan in there. So there's slow flight again. There's Jerry on the camera getting his camera thing on there. So that's with flaps powering up. But yeah, impressive airplane, folks. There it is, zooming by here. There's another. That's it coming by quick here. I think he caught it here. Yeah, there we go. He missed it for a second there. But there we are, zooming on in. That was about full throttle there, I think, coming by the smokestacks. Zooming in. There we go. Going up. So, yeah, good performance on the change sun. Look at that, going up there, rolling. Yeah, real nice. So, anyway, there's your change sun fan in the MB, and we'll show it to you here, folks. We'll show it to you in this. So, anyway, let's get this thing going, and let's get it up on the rack and get it assembled here. All right, let's take this, because we're just going to do sort of a general assembly. it's always good to put your rods, horns, linkages, all that stuff on the plane first. So I'm going to use my cruising airplane stand because this is like perfect for desktop stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'll position this so y'all can hopefully see this pretty good. I'll get this in the middle here. There we go. We'll raise this up. And let me get the nose over here. Nose cone. All right, there we go. Let me get some screw action here. I'm going to take, let me get one of my Ernst. In fact, I'm going to tuck in this thing, hopefully, so I don't snag it anymore. I should have had it tucked in. Put that in there real quick. All right, here we go. Grab that and put that in my shirt so I don't pull it on anything. And let me grab here. Let me grab one of my trays down here. All right, there we go. So there you go, guys. Ernst Manufacturing stands, made in the USA. Check them out. They're one of the few things in the hobby that's made in the USA. So this is what I use on everything, and this is how I keep all my stuff organized. And so it's good to support a U.S. company, so definitely. So let's put all this stuff in here, and let's put all these rods, horns, linkages. This is what you get, guys. This is the best, some of the best stuff, nice linkages. I'm going to put those here. Normally what we'll do is we'll add the rods, horns, linkages. There's 2mm metric screws and 2mm metric nuts, okay? And really nice rods and ball links. So we want to attach those first, really, to all the flight control surfaces. But because of time, I'm going to skip by that and just put the big pieces together. If you guys check out the unbox and the assembly we did on this plane, I'll go into all that in full detail. So we don't need to, I don't want to do it again. But just to give you a general gist of it, you can see here how I mounted everything. For the ailerons, I used the innermost hole. And that'll give you an idea of how I attached everything. And you can see just by looking at that there's plenty of clearance there. You can see how that moves. So even if you go down deep in there, you have clearance on both sides of your screw. And the inner hole is all you need, because I actually fly mine at 70% travel, and that's plenty of control. If you go too far out on this horn, you're going to have so much control throw, it's going to be ridiculous. I think on the flaps, I think I use the inner as well. Let me take a look. I might have come out one. Nope. I still used, on the flaps right here, still the innermost hole. But that's all you have to do, folks, is just put your nut right here. Your nut and your screw right through there. Put your nut and your screw right through here, and that's it. That's all you do for your rods, your horns, and your linkages. So you want to do all this for your elevator, your vertical, your rudder, and your flaps and your ailerons. Do all this first, and then you mount your cover, like is in that video that I did. And then once your wings are done, your tails are done, then you put the big pieces on. So that's what we're going to do right now, is get all the big pieces together, just to show you guys general assembly, instead of using every single, doing every single rod, and horn and linkage, when you guys can check that out, in that video. So let's do that. So let's get the big screws out of here. Again, using my Ernst deal to organize everything. And you can see how well this works. And in fact, I'm going to sneak over here real quick and switch my camera angle again and show you guys, why I use these Ernst organizers, because just everything, you have a place for it, even your remote if you want it, but you can just organize things pretty nicely. And when you're doing a project or building a plane, you can separate everything and not lose all your stuff. So anyway, that's why I use these things. They're awesome. And of course, again, guys, made in the USA. I don't make anything off of these, folks. I just help promote them because they're a really good, U.S. company. So I just try to help support them, because they support all our events too, thanks to you guys. So remember, Ernst Manufacturing, SEF, the Ryan event, and the Jet Jam that we were just at. Man, they gave us stands for all those events, folks, for giveaway for everybody. So it was really, really cool. So Again, Ernst Manufacturing, folks, check it out. Let's get back to here. I have a screw, a nut driver here. It's always good to have one of these if you have one that has a, if you have one that's got a, one of these kind of round ends on it, so you can kind of angle in there. That's definitely the best way to go if you have one of those. So I'm going to put all these on there. There's 4 screws and washers. So I'm going to put these on, show you guys what these look like, and we'll get these going, get this party started. No, my desk is running away. That's not good. Let me get that back in the middle. There we go. Putting that in there. Are you guys still with me? Got 80 guys here still. That's still awesome. Appreciate all that. Appreciate you guys coming. And that's what you got. You got 4 screws that look just like that. I just put the washers on them. So they're long. I think they're 5 millimeter if I'm not mistaken. They're 4 or 5. I'm not 100% sure, but you get the washers on them, and then you take them and you put these through. So in fact, the first thing you do, you stick your wires in here. Let's get those going. Get those in there. And then come through the back side, just pull them through. Then this will fit right in here. That'll go in pretty nice, and that whole thing fits together perfectly. And then through the back side, take your screws and get them in there, and hopefully they'll line up. Let's see how they do. See if that one's going in. Sometimes it takes some finagling. Sometimes these are not perfectly, perfectly lined up. You got to find the hole that they go into. Sometimes it's not perfect, but it takes a second to find. Yep, that one I just found real quick. So let's get that one. Okay, I got one in place, so that's good. Get the other one in there. And I think I got that. And that's what's good about having one of these. So let me lower this to the bottom. Tighten that up. See if I can swap ends, because you guys might be able to see that better. Try that out. Let me flip it around. There we go. No, maybe not. But you can see right in here. Let me telephoto in there. Let's go up a little bit with that. And you can see your 4 screw holes right there. So I'll zoom you all in on that so you can get there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Line that up a little bit more, pull it to the middle. There we go. So I'll try and get the other ones in there while you guys are looking at that. See if I can get that lined up. This takes a little dexterity, especially when it's live. Let's see. I think I got that one tapped. Get this one in there. Oh, there's some foam in that hole. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, there's a wad of glue in there. Perfect. All right, there we go. I think I got it through there. There's a little chunk of looked like it was some glue, some like contact cement or something. They used like too much of it there or something. So let's see if I can get this one in. You guys can hopefully see sort of that. Yep, that one's going in. Yep, got that one. Now let me put this back on the rack. It'll be widen out a little bit. Get you all in there. Yeehaw. There that is. All right, let me run around to this side. Let's see here. Let's get this one in. See if I can line that up. See, maybe there's some glue in there or something. Let's see. Yep, I think I got that one. Switch to the top view. Let's go to that. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'll zoom it to where hopefully we can check that out. Let's see. Let's move this a little bit. So y'all can see where I'm doing with this. There we go. I think you guys got a little view of that. Let's see how that is. And we'll take this, finish putting these in. Looks like I got that last one in. Let me angle it a little bit so y'all can see that. There we go. There she blows. There we go. Get the last of these in. One more there. So that's it, just 4 screws, that's your nose in place. It goes right into blind nuts on the other side. You don't have to super tighten it, but get it tightened enough. Get those in there. We'll check our canopy fit here. Let's see, we'll get those 4 attached. Really that simple. Yeah, it creaks a little as you put it on because you can feel all the paint and the glue and the bulkheads kind of moving and settling. Again, you don't have to have them super tight, but tight enough, and you'll be able to see, depending on how you look, you can see the blind nuts. You'll be able to see the screw on the other side, or the screw coming through the blind nut. So if you angle it the right way and you look through the front there, you can see your blind nuts right in there where the screw just kind of comes through. So, but anyway, we've got 4 of them on here, and that's our nose. So let's switch camera angles, all right? And let's see if we can get our canopy in place. See how this latches on. Again, this might need to be trimmed because a lot of these canopies, these aerofoam planes always seem to need some trim work. So, well, we'll see. And if it doesn't go on, I'll trim it later. But actually, that's a lot better than it normally is. Actually, it does go in. So, but I'm going to trim some of that. But you can see it's a nice fit. It's a nice finish overall. So, but I do need to trim the back of that, which I'll do later. But for now, you know, that's our canopy in place. So pretty sharp. So anyway, we'll leave that as is. Yeah, it's not going all the way. Yeah, I got to trim a little of that plastic. Yeah, one thing about the aerofoam planes is, yeah, whoever's trimming the canopies is kind of needs to trim them a little more. So let's get the tail on this thing next. And the tail's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. We got 3mm metric screws to get these on. And that's what they look like. Just a little bag of 3mm metrics. And that's what you got right there. That's it. So I'll grab my metric driver. And I believe it's a 2.5, I think. Let me just double check. Grab this. Let's see. Yep, it's 2.5mm. That's it. So I'll put this down for a sec. We're going to do the vertical first. The vertical is pretty nice how that goes on. And in fact, I think what I might do is angle this such that you guys can see this a little bit better. Let's do it like this. Actually, let me see if I can get it from the other side. So you guys can see the screw end of the deal. Let's see. Turn this around here. There we go. All right. All right. We'll get in on, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to see. But you can see right here where we're going to attach that. I'm going to put that as close as I can to the camera. And I'm going to grab the spar, because again, there's a vertical spar tube. So we'll get that in place. We'll just put this in. That just slides right in. It goes all the way up there. There you go. And then it sticks out about that far. That's about it. And then you're going to make your connection right here. So, and probably I'll tighten these. In fact, I'll do that later. Just grab a hobby knife, tighten those up. If you guys haven't seen the video I put out called Save Your Plane and how to tighten up your connectors, you know, check that out because that'll really make sure your connections are tight. That seems pretty tight. So, and that's really it. See, you got your spar, your tail spar goes right in. You slide your connector in there. You know, make sure your wires are, you know, where they need to be. There's a pocket here. And you can see how nice these are metal flanges right here. And I'm going to try and see if I can zoom on that for everybody so y'all can see that a little bit better. How nice that is, how nice those attach. Let's see how that fits in place. It looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get... It's a tight fit, folks, and that's, like I said, that's what you want. You don't want these things to be loose. You want them to be pretty tight going in there. So it should fit well, but tighter is better. So, and you can see how nice that goes in. So just to zoom in on that so y'all can see, again, I'm wiggling it to get it to move, but I want y'all to see how nice of a connection that this thing really is. And I'm going to get y'all in on this. But take a look at how nice of a joint that is. You can see you've got your metal threads right there. and this whole thing just inserts right down into there, nice and tight, and it goes nice and flush. So, and then you just have 2 screws, and that's really it. So let me turn this around, get it in front of the camera. It's hard maneuvering a big airplane like this, but you know, it can be done. So let me grab all my screws out of there. You want to put them right on there like that. Just put your 3mm metrics on there, and then you should be able to go right through those holes, and they'll tap right into the metal. It just doesn't get any better than that. Of course, like I said before, we would have had our rods, horns, linkages already installed. You can do it after, but it's usually easier to put all your rods, your horns, and your linkages on first. So that's tapping into the metal, and when I feel it get tight, you know, I'll know it's in there. So it's you can feel it getting tight now, right into the metal thread. So like I said, it just doesn't get any better than that. So I'll get this in there as well. So these are fully removable, you know, for transport. So you can even take your vertical off with ease, you know, with 1 connection and 2 screws. And that's it, guys. You're done with that. That's your vertical. Again, aside from getting your rod on ahead of time. Now, once you're done with a lot of this stuff, there's a couple of details. And actually, you'll want to glue this on again beforehand. But there's this little kind of aerodynamic fence that gets glued onto your vertical right up here. So you're going to kind of slide that in there as you're assembling this stuff before you put your rudder on. And this is going to fit right up in there. I'll usually use a drop of CA and put that fence on there. And again, it's just some sort of an aerodynamic, you know, either a vortex generator or fence of some sort. It probably gives the rudder more effectiveness or something is what I'm guessing, because it probably prevents some kind of span-wise flow from the rudder and directs, you know, the air kind of going over the rudder or something like that. Just that's my best guess, you know, but that's all it is. That's just a little cosmetic detail, you know, that you'll glue on. But it does, there is some aerodynamic significance to it that, you know, it's there for a reason on the full scale, so they put it on this one. Then I'm going to grab our horizontal, which is these 2 fins. Again, we would have put the rods and the horns and the linkages on there already. So we're going to just do it as if we have done that already. So let's put our spar in place. That's really it for that. We got wings falling all over the place here. Let me get that out of the way. And we'll insert the 2 of these. So same deal. Metal flanges right here. They're painted over, so I'm kind of curious right now to see if, let me grab my remote. I'm curious to see right now if that's going to hinder this going on, because sometimes doing that is what happens. So let me see if I can go bring this farther this way. I'll roll this a bit so y'all can hopefully see. It's very dark there, the picture, so, but I'll try and lighten it up for everybody here. Let's see. Let's raise it up a bit. Go up just a little. All right, and we've got those 2 pins right there. So these are all right here, metal flanges. We're going to install this, slide this on. If you have to, use a little sandpaper and round the ends. If you have to, you know, round the tips of your tubes. But it looks like there's a little glue in there actually. Give me a second. There's a little glue or foam. That's it. There's a little foam in that hole. Sometimes you got something in the way. But here, we'll get this in place. Yeah, that's a real tight fit in there. It's almost too tight though. There we go. But check that out. That goes on there nice and snug. That is a very tight spar in there, folks, and that is what you want. You want this thing to be tough. There might be some glue or something on the edge of that, but let's try it this way. Very nice. Again, I'll check these connections later, tighten them up, make sure everything goes in. Slide that into position. And we'll get that going. So really nice, folks. Let's get this lined up and get these to fit into place. And we're going to see if the paint is giving us an issue with this or not. I don't know if that paint's going to hinder it going in or not. It may not. No, I don't think it is. So my wires are a little bit in the way, so I'm just going to make sure they go into the pocket in there. Just, you know, grab yourself a socket driver, or flat blade screwdriver, or something that's kind of blunt, and you can get all that stuff to go in there nicely. And that is it. Now what I'm going to do is back this out again, so you all can see this. I'll point this out to everybody. Let me get that, I just pulled my wire out, so let me get that back in. Again, folks, these are metal connections that are threaded. Okay, so super, super nice. You get the gist of this. I'm going to get you guys zoomed right in on that so you all can see. Those are metal connections right there. That's a metal flange. That's a metal flange. They're tapped, and all you got to do is push it on. And that's it. They fit right in there. So you got the metal edges that are actually going into the wood bulkheads. So it's probably about as nice as it gets, folks. That's about some of the best connections that kind of I've seen, you know, on a model. So again, a couple 3mm metrics. Again, just right on the tip of the screwdriver there. So just get those in place. Get the camera to focus. There we go. Right there. And then just put 2 screws in. That's it. It'll find that metal thread. It'll tap right into it because it's already tapped for 3mm metric. And that's it. Again, 2.5mm threaded or socket driver. So yeah, this is about as positive as a connection as you can get. And let's see here. The only downside to a white airplane is this: when your hands get dirty, you start getting the white part dirty. So let me see if that'll. It's not quite tapping in there. See if I can find that location. Pull that out of there. Oh, I see what's going on. I'll butt up against the wood. Yeah, sometimes you got to make sure it gets past the wood, and then it should tap in there pretty nice. Let's see if we can find that whole slot. There it is. Sometimes it doesn't line up perfect, but once you find those threads, it's in there. So we are good to go. That is it. That tail is in place, nice and tight. So let me go wide on that. Now my hands are dirty, okay? I'm getting my plane all dirty. So what I'm going to do is take 2 seconds here. I'm going to grab myself some Windex. And let me clean my hands off here real quick. I'm getting my plane dirty. Can't have my dirty plane. So let me walk over here real quick. I've got some dark fingerprints from the screws. So just a little Windex. Just going to get that off of there. And then I'm going to spray this on here and get the dirt off my hands. So I'm not getting my plane all dirty because it is white. So every time I touch the white, you can get this on there, but little Windex will pull all that off, mostly. Try that again. Put some straight on my hands, or you can go wash your hands. Either way. There we go. So, all right, guys, 85 still in the house. Appreciate it. Yeah, the stock motor's nice. Yeah, just watch the video. Yeah, it's got some power, Ray. The change sun fan is not bad. I mean, it gets the job done. So, let's see. Yeah, the foam is real smooth. Ian Bowen still watching. Thanks, guys, for staying. Yeah, HSDs are way floppier than the Aerofoam models. That's what Ray's saying. Yeah, all the HSD spars are always loose. They've been loose for 6-7 years, and they haven't changed any of that stuff. So that's why I sold off all my HSD stuff, because just the Aerofoam stuff is much tighter. This stuff is just, it fits better. You know, like I said, if your spars are tight and you have a hard time getting them on, don't complain, because, you know, all the HSD stuff is loose. So, and these are not. And in fact, it's actually pretty nice as I'm looking in here. What I'm doing is I'm clearing away. There's your spar tube in there, and it's actually an aluminum spar tube in there. So, and sometimes you have a little foam in the way, so you just want to clear it away so it all goes in there. But, you know, one of the things I really like I said, is you've got a nice wood bulkhead, and you've got inserts here, you know, hole inserts where, you know, your flanges coming off the other side are all metal. So, I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, that's the way they ought to be doing them, you know, and aerofoam is. So, you know, hey, count me in. So let's get this going this way. And let's try and get this so we don't knock this thing over here. All right, sorry about that. All right, here we go. We'll get the other side in place. Same deal. We're going to line that up. Hopefully get that in. Hopefully this side's not going to be too tight to get into place. But yeah, this side might be really tight to get in. Something is up with, oh, there's some stuff on there. That's what it is. Pull that off of there. This side might need a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? Let me grab a little piece here of sandpaper. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to scuff the end of this. Just round it a little bit. Sometimes these squared off carbon tubes just don't go in there all that great. So you round it off just a little. Let's see if that'll help a bit. I'm going to have to clean my hands off after this one again, so let's see. But I think this side of the tube is like a little thicker or tighter. It has some debris on it or something. So I think that's why it's tighter on this side. So, but let's see. But again, I'd rather have a tight tube than a loose tube. So, and these babies are really tight going in here. So, let's see if we can get that on there. There we go. Very tight fit. I like it. I like it. So let's get this one in place. Get this one locked in. And that is it. We'll slide this in. Let me get my, hang on a sec. Grab this. Put this one down in there. Make sure this thing feeds in. Tell you what, I'm going to come around this side. Because I'm in a bad place. I'm in a bad position. Don't push a bad position. Let's see. Get that all in there. Feed that in place. Yeah, they leave a nice little pocket in here too. There's definitely enough space. It's not like some planes where they leave you almost no place to put this wire. There's plenty of room. They left a lot of space to get this in. But there's a little bit of wire there, so you got to feed that in there, which it's going in there pretty nice. In fact, but you just got to put something in there. Something blunt in there just to push the wire in. And now that it's in there, it should seat just fine. So let's get that in place. That's nice and tight, and there you go. Grab 2 more metrics right here. 2 more 3 millimeters right here, guys. There we go. Stay with me, hold the line. 91 guys, thank you for staying, folks. Putting in maximum effort here. I like this paint job, though. This is slick. So, the tails, the wings, the verticals on all these aerofoam planes are tight. They really didn't leave any flat. I remember years ago when Banana Hobby was selling the HSD Super Viper, the 8-cell, the first one. The video's still there. They didn't even have a tail spar. So I designed one in. The factory copied it, and it was much better. Wing spars were always loose. They've tightened them a bit, but they're still loose. So, you know, with this stuff, as I'm moving this, trying to move this, there's no movement in this. The tail is just rock solid. You saw how tight it was to put the spars on. So they're really doing them right. Same thing with the vertical. The vertical's very tough on there. And again, you got carbon spars, you know, on the entire tail of this airplane. So, you know, they're making them tough like they ought to be. Let's see, let's widen this out. I'm at full wide. I'm at full pan there. Let me slide over here, walk over here, and we're going to get our wings on. So there you have it, folks. That's the tail section on. That's how that looks. See how nice that is? Nice tail there. Again, rods, horns, linkages. Put all that stuff on first. Then assemble the model. Check out the build guide on this airplane, or the unbox and the assembly I did, and that will show you guys how I did all of that in much more detail. This is just a general assembly. So I'm going to try and get this whole thing together, and then hopefully we can get get the landing gear down at least and just show you that. So the big pieces are together. Oh, I missed 2 screws here. I missed 2. So let's get this over here. Get that down there. And let's go for some wings here. Let me put this over here. There we go. And we'll get a wing in place. So spar tubes, 2 main ones. In fact, you know what? There was so much sticky crap on this when I took it out, if you remember, that I'm actually gonna Windex them right now and see if I can get this stuff off of here. So let me grab that bottle, wherever the heck I put it, which I put it back there. Actually, I have another bottle right here. Grab this, grab some of this out of the scrap, out of the garbage. Yeah, let me clean these things off. So there was some sticky stuff from that tape on here, so, and I think that might hinder the wing going in. Let me try one. So here's our wing. Let me see if that, we've got our tape on there we talked about before to keep our spar stopper in there. So you want to make sure that spar stopper's in place. Yeah, and you can hear it tapping. Just be careful, you know, you don't lose that thing. Make sure it stays in there. So actually, you know what? I don't think that extra adhesive is stopping this from going in there. Yeah, it's not. In fact, it makes it a little tighter, but there's no movement in this at all, folks. This is a tight wing spar. There's nothing going on here. So yeah, Aerofoam's getting it right, baby. So let's go here. Yeah, loose wing spars can make planes flutter and come apart. And you don't want that. So you want a tight wing spar. So let's try. Actually, let me check this one out. Make sure this one's, yeah, that's a tight fit, man. They're just doing a good job with these. Yeah, there's no movement at all. That's just awesome. So let's get this one in. Line that one up. Yeah, it's even tight going in the darn fuselage. It's almost a pain, but let's do this. Yeah, you gotta twist this. Yeah, but that's what you want, guys. You want a tight spar. You do not want loose ones, that's for sure. Let's get this on a little bit. So, and my hands are black, so I'm going to touch my white wing, so let me clean them again. Downside to a white model. At least if you got a camo plane and you're doing this with a camouflage airplane, it's you're not going to scar, you know, it'll look kind of camo, you know. So Pontiac S says, "You got this, Rich. Sunglasses and beer." Yeah, that's later. We're going to do that. Bablu or Babs there. Another Viper, different color scheme. All right, let's see. All right, let's go with it. All right, here we go. Grab our wing. Get this baby on there. Again, rods, horns, linkages. I would have already had them on there. But for the purposes of speeding it along, you may need to just open your gear door a little bit down below. And you're going to notice that as I put this in here, let me zoom for everybody. This is also kind of a tight fit. So I've noticed this with my, let me raise this up just a little bit. I've noticed this with my camo version of this plane. Okay, as you do this, let me slide this back a little bit without knocking all this over. As you push this in, this is a very tight fit right here. Okay, you'll have to, in most cases, just push down on that a little bit. You can tear up the foam a little bit going in there, but that's not really a big deal if you do. But you have to push that gear strut down a little. And as you fly the plane, as it put it together a few times, it begins to loosen up. So I hope I'm not going to get in the way of this. But see, I'm going to push this down. Let me see if I can show you all that. Let me just put a ding in my wing. Push that down and slide it in. So, and it'll go right in. So see how that slides? And the wing fits pretty darn nice. So let's get that to lock in, and we are in place. So now I just grab a couple of 3mm metric screws, and we'll put it all in there. So let's grab those. One in there, one in there, go. Yep, I put a ding in my wing right there. I scraped up my my foam there, so I'll have to touch that up later. Not a big deal. That's one of the things that goes along with doing this on camera is you can't always, sometimes you're moving around funny and you can't take your time as much as you'd like to. But all right, so these are a tight fit, just squeezing these in here. And there we go. That'll tap right into the metal thread. You guys can see that okay. It's going right in there. Very tight. It even goes down through the metal thread a lot of times and goes back into the plastic. So, but that acts as kind of like a sort of a thread lock. And then one thing you want to do here when you're doing this is try not to ding up the side of your fuselage because it's kind of tight. I almost need like a longer wrench, but just put your hand there and keep your screwdriver, your driver from tearing up the side of the fuselage because it is a real tight fit. So now once you plug this in, your ailerons, your lights, your flaps, your landing gear, your brakes, they're all plugged in through that single point connector. So, you know, you're good to go. So that's in place. Very, very tight fitting wing, folks. That's why the plane flies so nice, because it has a real tight wing. So yeah, very, very cool. Very, very sharp. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to roll this around, get into a 180 flat spin here, turn this baby around, put it back on the stand. There we go. And it's a big dog. So we'll get the other wing on, which is right here. Slide this in. Let me get my tape off of here. Because again, there's tape here to keep that spar tube stopper. Again, for those of you who might not have seen this before, the tape is on there to keep this spar tube stopper in place. You don't want to lose this. You want to make sure that's down in there. That prevents the spar tube from going all the way down the wing, and then you have no spar on the other side. So yeah, just, you know, kind of be careful with that when you're messing around with that. So slide this on. Nice glove tight fit. Gotta like it. Gotta like it. All right, Lyndon Stewart says, RCINFORMER, nice build and great explanation. The L-39 105-12S. Yeah, these are the best of the 105s out there. I saw another L-39 at the Jet Jam, another large size one that crashed on its third flight, so that had problems. But not these, man. These are nice. These do well. So we'll slide that. Another tight fit. You guys can see how nice. Let's see if I can zoom. If I can get close enough where y'all can see that. Lower it a little bit. A real nice seam. You can see the fit of this right along the edge and how nice of a fit and finish the thing is. It's pretty darn nice. So, and then that's it. Just 2 screws in there. That's it for your wing. Let's get those. Put 2 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there. All right, that's in place. Put this over here. Grab my driver. You guys can see all that. Get that there. It should line up here. And it's not. Something's blocking that from going in. Oh, there we go. Just had to get it lined up right. The screw was just kind of wobbling as I did that, but now it's tapping. Again, you got all brass threads in there, so shouldn't have a problem. Yeah, we'll tighten that up. Yeah, this is a slick paint job on this thing. I like this. Same thing with this one. Once you get it tapped, which it's going in there nicely, again, stick your fingers right around here. Keep it from scraping the side of your fuselage up because it's pretty thin. I might even see if I can get a longer driver one of these days so I don't have the whole handle spinning there. But yeah, you can tear up the side of your fuselage with this app screw. So get that nice and tight. All right, let's see. And this thing gets big, folks, as you do this. It gets really big. All right, here we go. Tighten that up. All right. We are in like Flynn. All right. So let's widen this up a bit. You guys can see the whole thing. There it is, man. That's pretty much the whole plane right there assembled fully. Let me lower my table just a bit. It's a very sharp paint job. I think this one is probably one of the loudest of them all. I know a lot of people, there's a popularity with the dark blue Breitling, but I just don't think it's as bright as this one. This one really stands out. The Hawkeyes up front look cool. And it's a very contrasty white, blue, and some red trim. It's a really neat Russian paint job. So, all right, let's see. Let's see if I can turn this. This thing just gets so big when you put this thing together. I mean, it's just, check it out. It's pretty ginormous. And like I said, once you get it together, it's tougher to maneuver it around, especially in my little pocket here that I'm in. Let me grab, let me walk over here real fast. And let me grab, I'm bumping my camera. Let me grab real quick all the remainder of the stuff here so we can kind of show you all this. This is the sort of what's left here. Again, there's these gear covers that cover the gear. Check out the assembly guide on how to get that. Here's your front antennas, okay? This one little antenna just fits under the nose. So some guys don't even want to glue that on because they tear it off. These are your plug covers, you know, for your fan, which are right here. They just go right in these little slots. And they give you some Velcro, a couple pieces of Velcro for batteries or receivers, whatever you want. And there's 2 pitot tubes, 2 of these. These, you will break these off because they're huge. They look good, but they're seriously long pitot tubes. So, and they literally go right here. They slide right on there. And you can put, if you want, like something thick around here. Somebody's calling me. I see something there. I will not answer that. You can put something around there so these are a tighter fit. I'm going to try putting a spring in there to keep them tight. But yeah, those are some big pitot tubes. So those are going to go on there. That's a little cosmetic detail that looks real nice. There was a guy at Jet Jam with a big L-39, huge, like it was 230 millimeter fan in there. And he had these, but they didn't have them on the plane because they just break off. He has them just kind of sitting there like that without these because these are too easy to break off. But again, guys, rods, horns, linkages, get all these on, you know, before you build the airplane. Check out my assembly video on how to get these on there properly, and that it's worked beautifully on mine, my camo. So that setup just works fantastic. So. And actually, that's it. That's it for the details and the setup, mostly, of this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to plug in the nose and see if we can get the landing gear down for everybody, just to kind of take a look at that. So let me see. We're going to put in, let me try to maneuver around this a little bit here without knocking it off. And let me move this just a little. It gets big, guys. This is a big airplane. So, you know, for what you pay for this, you know, you get a lot of airplane with this. You know, it's not a little bird. You're gonna have a nice sized model that really flies smoothly. And I have more videos of the camo coming out here real soon, and we'll have obviously videos of this once we get it going. So yeah, very neat stuff. So let me try to switch. Let me switch my view, see if we're gonna work with this. Yeah, okay, we got this on there. What I'm gonna do to connect all my nose stuff, okay, to get landing gear working and all that kind of stuff, is you got these 3 wires that came through here. One says gear, one says rudder, and one says gear door. These are the 3 connections from the nose that you connect in. So, and those are all sort of just sitting right here, and they're all labeled. So as far as gear goes, I'm just going to look and find that real fast. Here it is. This is gear. So I'm going to connect gear to gear. Now gear is only black and red. This one has 3 wires on it, but it doesn't matter. Just connect your black and your red with your brown and your red, and that should work. Actually, I'm not seeing a harness for that, am I? Let me look over here. This one is probably your brake. Oh no, this one is the gear. Oh, that's right. you connect gear to gear. Okay, this is what it is. That is, okay, there's two wires. One's red and black. The other one is red and brown, and they both say gear on them. They both are labeled gear. So let me grab my, my moat here. Let's go. Actually, let me zoom here, see if I can get this going. You can see how this is. I'm not going to get too centered on, well, I guess I can. But you can see both of these say gear and gear, and they're both two wires. Okay, so basically you're going to connect your gear to your gear. It's that simple. I think I've overdone that a little bit now. So they're connected. Again, red to red, black to brown, and that's it for your gear. And then I don't think I need, for right now, I don't need my steering in, but I do need my gear door. So my gear door has to go into wherever the door is, which I think they do have separate labeled. That's rudder, and this is the other one. So there's two of these. They both say, and I'll zoom in and on it again. Here we go. They both say gear door, gear door. So you put those two together. So again, check your connections, make sure everything's like where it's supposed to be, kind of thing. And you know, and that's it. So, and the other one is just rudder. So if you're using a flight stabilizer, you're going to wire harness this in with your rudder, and you know, your nose and your rudder will be connected, and you'll have a stabilizer to direct your rudder and your nose wheel steering. So, but if you don't, like I don't have a stabilizer on the other L-39. This rudder goes into a separate channel. I assigned it to the knob, and then I can trim it for taxiing out. So I don't even have a stabilizer, you know, in my L-39 because it doesn't need it. But if you want one, put it in there, you know. So, all right, let me switch this back here, folks, to our front view, and let's see if we can get the landing gear down quickly with this without too much of a hassle. So, and there's two power wires on this deal. And let me make sure my landing gear is clear before I mess with any of this. There's two power wires. So without even putting a receiver in this, we ought to be able to get the landing gear down. So I'm going to take one of the power wires, plug this in, and hopefully I don't let the smoke out. Let's see what happens. So we'll plug that in. It looks like I got power to everything. I got BEC power, so that's good. And there's a button on this gear controller board, which actually I'll switch to my top view so y'all can see. There's a button right here, which is your gear controller board, and I'm hoping it's going to work and I don't look stupid. But right here, there's a button right here that you should be able to push, and that usually will make the landing gear come down unless I need to have it plugged into something. So that should make it come down. Not always, but let's see. No, maybe it's not going to come down that way. I found sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that should do it for me. But let's see. Let's get this in there. See if we can get our wheels down. And if not, I might grab a receiver somewhere and just bind it up and get it going. So let's see if we can get that going. Yep, nope, it's not coming down. Let me see if I can find a receiver and get that on its way down. Let's see here. That do its thing. All right, let me try to find one and get the gear down on this deal. And let's see. All right, let's try that. Nope, not going to work. Gotta have a receiver. So, all right, let's go back to our regular view here. Let me see if I can locate myself a receiver quickly, because I did not have one actually ready to go. See if I can pull one out of a hat somewhere here. And if not, yeah, that should have come down, but I lost my RCINFORMER sign. Put that back up. All right, guys, that is it for basic assembly. Let me see if I can get a receiver somewhere. Since I got back from the show, I have not really cleaned the stuff up a whole lot here. Let's try another one. Let's see if we can put two of these on there. Oh, wait, here we go. That's right. I left them here. I got a couple. Let's try a bind on one of these. Let's use this 8-channel that I have sitting around. And what I'll do, try that one more time. Yep, nope, not going to happen. All right, let's try this real quick, see if I can get the wheels down. I'm going to take our BEC power right here. The one is our outputting, we're outputting 6 volts. Let me pull that one. That should be the right one. You don't want to put the one that's 7 volts automatically goes into the brake controller board, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's already plugged into that. So let's get, let's take that power and we'll plug that one right in. And let's go into one of these. So I've got power. And let's get landing gear. There's a single landing gear wire here that should do the whole deal. Because the landing gear wire is automatically plugged into the sequencer board, and that should drop all 3 gear together. So let me put that one in real fast. I usually like to just at least get the landing gear down for everybody sitting on the table, if I can pull that off. So let me grab my radio. And we're going to start a new memory. So let's do that. We're going to get this up here. See what we got. We're going to power this up. We'll do an NX10 on this deal. Get it going. We'll go model select. Add new model. Here we go. Let's create. Let's have some creation here. Create. Let's go. Create a new model. All right, there we go. So let's go model name. Let's leave it at, well, it's acro, but let's go CC. Just gonna do this real fast so I don't get this confused later. CCCP. If I'd have known this was gonna happen, I would have set this up before, so I'll just put CCCP in there for right now. And let's go back to the main screen. So there we go. CCCP is set up. I'm going to power this off. And let me see if I can find in the back here. I got a bind button in the back of my radio. Never leave home without it. Always put one in the back. You're good to go. So that should be set up. We're going to put this into the bind port. Let's put that in there. It should be good to go. Get that in there. Bloop. And then we'll attach this, so it should be in bind mode. There we go. Oh, it's blinking. Look at that. Imagine that. Actually blinking. Let's see. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. We're blinking away in there. So let's see if we can get this thing bound up. Press and hold. Turn the power on. Let it power up. Let that bind. There we go. Bind is complete. So we're in place. Let me take out my bind plug. We got gear in the gear slot. And let's see if we can get wheels down. Oh my God, it's actually working. Look at that. First time coming down, baby. Oh my God, it's a miracle. All right, landing gear work, guys. First shot out, and we are good to go. I was in panic mode because I didn't know where my receivers were. So, all right, so anyway, but we made it happen. So we got that plugged in, and that's all I got really set in here, folks, is just enough to get the landing gear down so you guys can see that and experience it for yourselves. So here, let's turn this around. I'm going to get this lined up so everybody can see the front of the airplane. And let me pull this out of here so we don't knock this plane over. Big model though. Here, let me do a rollover with this. I'm going to flip it, hopefully without hitting anything. Let's go. Everything should be in there. There might be a little bit of tumbling here, but it's okay. Should be good to go. Yeah, baby. We're inverted. I'm used to this. And this is the benefit of putting your rods, your horns, your linkages on before you do this. Make sure we're centered on there. We're not hitting the rudder. Yep, we're good. So there you go, folks. There's your There's your landing gear. Let's give it a cycle. We'll watch our center doors open. You can see our gear going in. Yeah, just perfect. Perfect right out of the factory. Center doors will close. I have noticed on my L-39 that a lot of times flying around, like the center doors will sometimes creep open. So I guess they may not be powered. I think they're changing that, you know, when the airplane's flying around. But overall, nice. Let me see if I can switch views. Get everybody a wide angle on that. See if we can do that. I think without breaking anything, I hope I can move this a little farther forward. Let me move my camera up top. This is highly likely to cause problems, but let's see. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get all that in there, but let me slide this back just a hair. I think I can do that so everybody can see that landing gear in operation. Let's see, got the nose gear. It's a long plane, folks, so yeah, let me cycle that for everybody. There's your nose coming out, mains opening. Yeah, right out of the box. Perfect. Perfect. All ball bearings on the wheels. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, pretty sharp. This one's kind of sort of slow eject, oil fed or something, possibly oiled, but really, really pretty nice, folks. So let me switch the zoom back. Let me go back to our main camera, and you guys can check that out again. So it's working real nice. Right out of the box, baby. It's a thing of beauty. All right, excellent. I'm going to need something with some weight to get on there. So let's get the gear down, and we'll flip this around so it's sitting on the wheels. I'm going to push this out. Just move my desk a little bit. There we go. Center door's closing. Yeah, outstanding. So guys, right out of the box, landing gear working fine, as we would expect it to. This canopy might fall off, so I'm gonna try to do this in one shot here, folks. Right. Get that down. Okay, here we go. Just gonna do this slowly. Hopefully. Yep. It's a lot of plane to move around. I got a tall ceiling though, so we're good. There we go. And that is it. Get the mains down there. Looks like we're sitting nice. Let me turn this around and get the table moved a little bit. And we should be good to go. Just move this around. I probably should have put my table a little farther out because this thing is long, folks. Remember, it's almost 2 meters in length. So let me stretch this out just a little bit. Get this out of the way. And set this up so everybody can see how nice this is on its wheels. But it's a big bird, folks. This is, you know, no mistake. It's not a little tiny model. It gets big, so let me grab down here. I need something to stick into the nose of this thing. I got some Perrier here. Let me put that in there for the moment. No, it's not going to do it. There's nothing in there. Let me put, here's what I got. I'm going to use a Dremel tool. That should give us some weight. Normally we got a battery in here. So, but for now, I just need something to keep that nose down. There's normally several batteries down in there, so that'll keep us with some weight. Keep that nose down. And that is it. So I'm going to dress it up with the little final details on there so you guys can kind of see, you know, how it all looks all together. Let me slide my table. Yeah, sometimes big models like this, guys, you gotta have some space for it. So with the wings off, it's easy to transport, but let me get this up a little bit. Y'all can see how this looks. Oh, that's snagging on that. That's not good. Get that up there. Raise this on up. There we go. And y'all can see with our pitot tubes on, stick one right here. And I'll stick one right on here. How nice this thing is. All right, still got 75 viewers, so I appreciate everybody coming. as usual. And I'm going to put our tanks on here. These should sort of press fit and kind of stay in here just for everybody to sort of see. And yeah, those will go in there nice. They'll just hang out there for everybody to look at. And just so you guys get the full effect of the whole airplane here. So yeah, the boxes are big. The boxes definitely can get in the way. But that is it on the wheels. Let me put this one underneath. Again, guys, you can glue these on or leave them off. I've never really even put them on the other one yet. So I got to trim my canopy to get that to fit a little tighter. But there you go, folks. It's a very, very slick bird. Very, very nice. Super cool paint job. I love those little eagle eyes on there, or hawk eyes, or falcon eyes, or whatever they are supposed to be. The talons on the tanks are just really, really sharp. Let me roll this back a little bit. I don't get too far because I'm running into my screwdriver there. But that is it, folks. Outstanding model. When it goes together real easy, as you can see. I got to do a little bit of cockpit setup, as you can tell. But for the most part, you know, we're good to go. I don't have the lights on because I don't have everything rigged. But for the most part, that is it, folks. There's my top view, but nah, I can't even get any angle on that. So this thing is so big just to fit, you know, in a place. But again, it breaks down for transport. You get your wings with your 2 screws, 4 screws, 4 screws for your tail. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 screws. Your main structure on this thing is together. So and that's it, man. Very, very slick. I'm dying to get this one out there on the stock fan setup. I'm still, like I said, perusing this myself, trying not to roll it off the table here, but I want to look down the tailpipe and see how that looks. They usually leave an exit guide here for the, actually they left a little hole here for the fan, so not bad. Fan wires have to go through the thrust tube in the back, and it looks like they did a pretty nice job getting this one in there. So, but that's it, folks. Let me get to the chat thing. Take a break here for a second, and I'll read some of your all's comments. I know I kind of ignored it a little bit, but let's. JP Rick says, "Can I have one, please?" Yeah. Who do we got? Ian Bowen. Yeah, I need a bigger house. Yeah, no kidding. But again, it breaks down pretty nice. Where do you store all these planes, Rich? Ian says, yeah, they're in the house. So you have to be divorced to do that. So what do we got? Lyndon Stewart, Air Marshal, what's up? Air Marshal's in the house, huh? Let's see. Guniak still here. RCINFORMER, what's the miles per hour of the L-39? That is a good question. You know, the next time, I haven't clocked it yet, but I'll get out there on the radar, and I also have a telemetry module I can stick on there, so we will get to that. Pontiac F says, what is the price? So I will show it to you. I'll go to the website right here. I'll pull up the Banana Hobby. There's the 12 cell on it. Right there, there it is. And there's your price. Right now, it's that's the current price on sale for $9.95. So, yeah, it's not cheap, guys, but, you know, it's a lot of airplane for what you're getting, you know. To get into turbine, you're into many, 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 many multiple thousands. So this is sort of like an EDF replacement for, you know, if you want to get into big models and stuff. So, and then keep in mind also, as I get down here, and I'll kind of go back on the window here. Let me see if it'll let me. Let me see if it'll let me go back. These are the 3 paint schemes. They're showing all in stock. So this is a Breitling paint job. You know, this is the air show kind of version of it. Breitling kind of Reno Racer. Let me get in the window here so y'all can see me here. Let's see. I'll move over here to my corner so you can at least see my face here. And let me go to video. Let me go to images and stuff. And it'll show you some of the pictures here. That's the Breitling. This one's a really popular paint job. I think it's really cool. I guess you could choose your own number. You know, put whatever number you want on there. And that's pretty nice too. I do like that. But I think this CCCP one, I think it just looks sharper in the air. And in fact, like I said, this is one of these pictures I pulled up of the full scale. That, man, it looks good. I just think it's sharper. Look at that thing. Look how nice that looks in the air. So, and that's the paint job on this thing. So I just think that's a good standout. I like this actually, and personally, I'd like this better than the blue. The blue one looks cool, but I just think this one has a great contrast of color and just really looks pretty sharp. So, and then let me go back to Banana Hobby here. So, and then there's also, of course, the camo, which is the one that I've already been flying, already been showing. Flies beautifully. Flew the heck out of it at Jet Jam. Flew it at the Rhine event. I flew it at Ceph. I mean, I flew this thing everywhere. Really nice bird overall. So, again, guys, you can get it in turbine. You can get it in EDF as well. So, and that's what this one is right here. So, yeah, let me throw the. Let me go ahead and get off the screen here. I'll go ahead and close that down. Oh, actually, you know what? Here, let me go to, yeah, here's my YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch any of the videos on this, type in let's try this, L-39, RCINFORMER. Tap the button, and boom. Here's all your videos on this. You can see right here, I've got the aerofoam maiden flight of the L-39. I've got a grass field flight, Banana Hobby at Ceph. Then I've got the assembly video. I've got the fan install. Actually, you know, I remember now. I did an assembly and I did a fan install because the first version that I had, it came without the fan and speed controller. So I have an assembly, I have a separate fan install. Oh shoot, I pushed the button accidentally, my bad. And then I also have a scale flight. I think I had an unbox, I think of it or something. So let's see. Was this the first one? Yeah, I think this is, yeah, this was the unboxing we did. This was like an official unbox I did of the original one, you know, that I did. So if you guys want more detail, just check out all my videos on this thing. I got a lot of videos on this L-39, mostly on the camo. So again, all you have to do is type in L-39 or, you know, Banana Hobby L-39 and put RCINFORMER, okay, and pull it up and you'll get all these videos. So lots of stuff for you guys to watch. Again, I got a lot of detail on how to put the rods, the horns, the linkages on there. So a lot of gouge on how to set this plane up right. So check those videos out. I didn't go into all that detail today because I've already done it and it would take too long. So I just wanted to unbox it, show you the basic assembly of the airplane, how easy it is to get together, how simple it is to put together. And but all the tips and setup stuff is in the unbox, the assembly, and the fan installation. But again, you don't need the fan installation. The fan installation will actually help you to remove this fan if you need to take it out for any reason. So, you know, check those out. So anyway, let me kill that screen. Let me go back to my live stream stuff and see what. Yeah, it is a good-looking bird. Let's see. Gooniac, Pontiac F. Lyndon Stewart says, RC can't wait to see you. Maiden. Yeah. And I got the maiden flights, like I said, of the camo version. So, you know, check that out. Let's see. Dad's RC is saying shipping will be crazy expensive to the UK as well. Yeah. Yeah, it can be. But I think, you know, somebody was saying here, too. Who's it? Roto Masher, these are sold in the UK, I believe. Yeah, they are sold somewhere, I think. So I'm not sure where, but you know, contact Banana Hobby. Ask them; they'll tell you. You know, just fly it over world's longest RC flight to the UK. Yeah, probably not enough battery power for that, though, unfortunately. So yeah, let me scroll down a little bit because I missed a lot of questions. A little drink here. King N is saying transmitter, 8 or 12 channels. If I'm not mistaken, I think for my regular setup, I think I'm only using 8 because you've got aileron, elevator, rudder, throttle, flaps, gear. Okay, so that's 6, 7 for a speed brake, or wheel brakes, I should say, and 8 for speed brakes because it has air brakes. You don't really need the air brakes, so you could kind of go without that and just maybe tape them over so they're not opening, so that's not necessary. I don't really use the speed brakes much on this, but 8 channels to use everything, you know, to use all that stuff. So Ian Bowen saying loving the color scheme on this L-39. Indeed, yeah, it's very nice. Han Ren says 12-channel global aerofoam Navy T45 Goshawk review, please. Yes, I will be showing you guys the T45 also when it, you know, I don't think they have any right now. This stuff sells out fast, folks. So, and I know the MB339s, they're coming in, I think, August or September also. So the next shipment, guys, there's pre-orders on this stuff. So if you want one, pre-order it because they'll go quickly. They're not going to get, you know, there's not going to be 500 of these models coming in. There's going to be, I would say, in the tens, okay, coming in. 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, that kind of thing. So, you know, if you want them, get them because they go quick. Like I said, I took the MB339 to Jet Jam last week, and the second day of the event, after me flying it and demoing it, everybody ordered them and they sold out. They were out of them. So the next shipment's like April or sorry, August or September. So, you know, definitely. You know, if you guys want one, like, don't hesitate on them. Again, that's not a sales pitch. It's just a reality. They're just not making a whole lot of them. And, you know, shipping is, you know, harder to come by nowadays. So anyway, let's see. Rotomaster, can't say I remember I saw it. So I tell you what, guys, contact Banana Hobby. They'll let you know. You know, they'll tell you where to, you know, where to get it at, hopefully. So, or they'll find a way to get it to you or something. So, but yeah, this is the fit and finish on this is awesome. I love flying my camo version. And it's just nice. Fit and finish is great. You usually, again, you need to trim the canopy a little sometimes on these. So I don't know, the canopy guy is a little bit behind the curve there. But other than that, man, the model fit and finish is outstanding. This thing is tremendous. So pumped. Can't wait to fly this one, get it out there and demo it. We'll have it out there here pretty soon. All right, let's see what we got. Let me see if I can go down, scroll down a little more and see. Some guys were asking some questions before. Let's see. Victor, EQRC's in the house. EQ's been around. Balsa Boy, who distributes in the UK. Another Viper. Let's see. Different color scheme. Yeah, like I said, there's three color schemes on this you can get. EQRC. I told Rich put the wingtip fences on the L-39 on the 39 to make a Viper. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the winglets that go up. Yeah. Let's see. Good thing about the wing flutter is the paint only lasts about 1 second. Then it's all over. Yeah, you're right. The RC Air Marshal said, yeah, the good thing about wing flutter is the paint only lasts about 1 second. Then it's all over. You're not tricked into thinking that you can save it. Yeah. Game over, man. Yeah. Yeah, aerodynamic flutter, man. Planes start flapping, it can come apart, man. You know, and that's usually once it starts, it doesn't stop until it's destroyed the plane. So, how's it going, Rich? That's from Noons Airborne RC. Dave EQ Linden. All right. So, I think that's it, guys. If you got any more questions, throw them at me, man. Sometimes I don't stare at the chat log long enough when things are going on. So, let's see. Rotomaster said, Dad's RC. I think I was confusing with HSD Jets. Yeah, HSD guys is a whole nother company. And, you know, I used to fly all the HSD stuff, you know, 6-7 years ago when Banana Hobby carried them. You know, we did the first Super Viper videos, the 8-cell, the 12-cell. Changed a lot of things, lots of loose wing spars, changed the tail, put a new tail spar in it. And I've sold off all my HSD stuff because I don't think it compares to the, you know, the aerofoam stuff. They're just doing a better job with everything. So when it comes to big foam models, I mean, bigger airplanes, you know, we're reaching the limits now of the size of foam airplanes now. So, and when you're getting this big in foam, you really can't go too much bigger really without problems. So, if you're going this big, you got to be building them right. So, and the aerofoam guys are really doing that. So, you know, I was able to take the MB to Jet Jam first, you know, maidened it there and flew it around. I put 3 flights on it, which again, you guys check out those videos. I just launched it yesterday. And it handled it nicely, you know, and I've been taking that, geez, I've had that L-39, the camo, to every event I've been to, you know, grass, pavement, whatever. And yeah, they're built very well. They're built much nicer than the others. So spars are tight. Landing gear is awesome. You know, it's in-house landing gear, but the brakes are all JP. So let's see. Dad's RCI says, not sure where BH sells in the UK. Last one I got unpaid shipping. I don't know what that means. Okay. Let me look at my phone real quick. I'm still watching the chat log from everybody here. So let's see what we got. Let me grab my glasses. And make sure, again, guys, make sure you check out the assembly. Dad's RC hanger says paid even. I'm not sure what that means. RC Geek Mark says, where do you like a pilot tube? Where do you like a pilot tube on EDF jets, 80 millimeter? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Let me see. Some messages coming in from anybody. All right, there's my sister. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's look here. All right, I'm not getting any messages from anybody telling me something's wrong or something. That's all good. So, actually, let me check out my channel. Let's see what's going on. 61 guys are watching. I do appreciate everybody coming. So, yeah, it's cool. I'm watching myself. Let's see. All right, let's see. 10 years ago, I got bit by a mosquito, paralyzed me from waist down, and gave me West Nile virus. Oh, that's not good. I've not had to fly in over 10 years because I've been in a nursing home and I get disability. Oh, Josh, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, West Nile's not the thing to have for sure. So I had a bacterial blood infection that almost killed me several years back. I was in the hospital. It was horrible, man. I went in there weighing 177, and 11 days later I came out at 154. So I'd lost. Yeah, you can get some serious illnesses out there. Yeah, that was not fun. Ian Bowen says, very nice, good-looking jet. Thanks, Ian, for coming. Let's see. Rotomaster said, pedo tube. Where's a good place to put a pedo tube? Anywhere in the free stream of air. Out on a wing, nose, somewhere like that. Let's see. The Air Marshal. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you, Rich. Happy Father's Day. See you, Air Marshal. See you later, man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, pedo tube, airspeed. Yeah, put it up on the nose if you can, where it's free stream of undisturbed air. Out on a wingtip. Again, anywhere where it's undisturbed air, where something can't interfere with the flow over it. I meant I paid for the shipping when I bought the Corsair from Banana Hobby, but they had her in a deal, so all good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Josh. Yeah, everybody's jumping in. Yeah. West Nile's not the best, so it definitely sucks having that kind of thing. I know, man. I've almost been dead like 3 times in a hospital. So I've had major surgery. I've had been divorced. I've been audited by the IRS, and I have survived. So yeah. Ian says, don't think my wife would like that, Rich. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. So, but anyway, all right, guys, we have been on here for, what have we been on here? 2 hours and 30-something minutes. So yeah, 240-something. So yeah, it's good. Good day from the future. It's 6:45 a.m. Monday here in Australia. That's from Michael Noland. Thanks for coming, Mike. Appreciate that. And let's see. What do we got? Hey, good day from OZ. All right, that's from Rotor Masher. All right, guys. It looks like guys are bailing. Guys are heading out, so I think we're going to close it up here shortly. again, folks, any more questions, throw them out there. You know, Banana Hobby's open for business. They're doing really doing a lot with the 105 millimeter jets, the 1100 millimeter warbirds. A lot of this stuff's in stock still, but a lot of stuff goes quick. So Dad's RC Hanger says, thanks for the show, Rich. Have a good day. And have a good all as well. Okay, thanks for coming. That's from Dad's RC Hanger. Check his stuff out. He's got some nice stuff there. Nice playing, Rich. Got to watch the beginning as I missed it. Yeah, we had a lot of stuff. We went over the whole thing assembling this. So pretty simple to get this thing together. So not too tough. So anyway, guys, Banana Hobby's the home of the big jet. So they got lots of big airplanes. For now, it's the L-39, the MB-339, the Diamond Sport Jet, which I think we'll have next weekend, I think. We'll do an unbox probably of that. And Paul Snap says, love your videos. Rotomaster says, cheers all, thanks. And then there's going to be a T-45, and there's others, guys. There's other large EDFs coming from, you know, Banana Hobby, and most of these are turbine versions and electric, like we're showing you here. So all 12S, 105 jets, and some are bigger. There's going to be some bigger ones coming too. So stay tuned. We'll have them all for you. So let me look at my chat thing here real quick and see what we've got overall. It shows 2,500 in playback. That's really good. Had 104 likes already, and I think we maxed out at what did we max out at for viewers? Geez, I think we maxed out at 120, 123 or something. Wow, really good. 124, 125, something like that. So yeah. Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming and checking it out. If you got questions, throw them out there. And I appreciate, Paul, that you're watching. Or yeah, thanks for watching everything. And we'll have another video hopefully next weekend. And I'll probably have some during the week too, because I'm just trickling stuff out there, folks. Because I actually have videos that I still got to make from the CEF event. Okay, so I got CEF videos to put out. I still got Ryan videos to put out, the Pilot Ryan events. Because actually, like, there's one video where they did some pylon racing, and Bobby Cometa was flying one of his BitGo planes around Dynam, and man, he was killing it. I mean, he was doing inverted. Eventually he crashed, you know, wrecked it, but it was fun to watch. So I got to get that out there too. So so I got to sort of prioritize different things. Can you put a pitot tube next to the fuselage under the canopy? I mean, you can put a pitot tube almost anywhere you want. You just have to make sure it's in the free stream of air so it's undisturbed. That's all. You want clean air coming into it, not like something too close where, you know, there's a wake coming off part of the airplane disturbing that air, because then you get it kind of an improper reading. So Rich M is here and says, hey, Rich, I have the 1700 millimeter V3 FMS Corsair with wing totally detached from fuselage. If I move any of the servos, the LED flickers on and off. Is that normal? I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing some flickering. Someone says they're building an F-1700mm Tiger Cat after watching your video. That's Paul Snap. Paul, that F7F Tiger Cat, that is the finest foam warbird made, period. End of story. They killed it. FMS killed it with that thing. So that's an impressive model. And I do tell everybody this because I mean it. But with regards to airplanes, just in general, if I could have only one airplane, it would be the FMS Tiger Cat. That's just the best model out there, especially warbird-wise. When it comes to warbirds, the FMS F7F is the finest foam warbird made. Nobody makes a nicer one than that, in my opinion, of course. So, but anyway, let's see what else I got. I had a list of stuff, and I think I covered most everything. I think I got everything. In fact, actually, you know what I need to do? I actually still have this plugged in for the landing gear. So let me do a quick unplug of this. There we go. Get this canopy off. Put this right down here. Dremel tool in there, and let me unplug this thing. Get this out of here. Let's do this now. That's gonna fall. It's going to fall and I'm not going to be happy. Let's see. Let's pull this out of here. Plug. There we go. That's good. I'll stick that up there for the weight. Put the Dremel tool back in. Normally, you don't have a Dremel tool in a plane like this, but, you know, that's what I'm needing there. Yeah, there we go. Get that down in place. There we go. All right, excellent. All right, we are unplugged. I can turn my radio off now. Get that shut down. There we go. That's down for the count. All right, let's see what we got. All right. What do we got? RC Geek Mark says, thanks. Josh Howell, I love your videos. I'm a big fan. The reason why I have not been able, flying 10 years, is on disability and cannot afford a plane. Is there any way possible to find somebody that could donate, please? Where are you at? Someone said divorce bit. Ian Bowen says divorce bit. Yeah, you got to get divorced to have all this stuff. Josh, where are you living at? Where's your location? Let's see. Have you flown? When was the last time, Josh, you flew? When was the last time you had were able to fly something, RC, or I guess you're saying that was like 10 years ago or something, huh? Let me scroll back and see. 10 years. Okay, yeah, I saw that. Let's see. Oh, Josh, you're in Oklahoma City. All right. Well, hey, let me ask you this. Let's see. We had Theory LeCompte. Oh, man, that's a hard one here. Hang on. Let me see. Look here. Theory LeCompte. Okay, from Belgium. All right. Josh Howe, 11 years ago, Oklahoma City. Have you flown anything since then? Is that something like if we got you a plane, could you get out like and fly it? Could you have someone get you out there and stuff? I'm just curious. Let's see. And let's see, Josh, what you have to tell me here. Maybe we can figure something out and get you flying again. So, all right. Got 55 guys watching. Actually, the viewers are going up. Drones. So you're flying some drones. Okay, that's good. So are you okay with, you know, stick time, hand-eye coordination stuff? Are you okay with flying? Just kind of curious to see. Have you flown airplanes? That kind of thing. I mean, have you done any RC plane flying? Because drones are a little different. You know, they kind of, with the stabilization and position hold, they're relatively simple to keep there. I mean, you have to control them and move them around, but with planes, it's a little different. But yeah, Carrie says, great job, Rich. Yeah, viewers are going back up. So let's see. But Josh, let me see. Why don't you send me an email? Let's do this. Why don't you fire me an email to my email address when you have time? All right, did I spell that right? Yeah, there's my email. So Josh says, I've been flying ever since I was 6 years old. Okay, all right, well, cool. So, well, okay, good. All right, well, cool. Well, why don't you send me an email? You got my address there, and you know, see if we can figure something out. See if we can make stuff happen. So, usually I'm pretty good at that. All right, cool, man. So, all right, let's see. Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to see if there are any more questions. Anybody coming in? New questions, old questions. Let's see. All right, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I think I started flying when did I start doing RC? I think the first RC I did was like when I was 10. I think it was cars. I think I got into actually helicopters first. Started with helicopters. Did helicopters when I was 13, I think. So 12 or 13 or something. So yeah, I've been flying a while. Let's see. But all right, guys. I think we're gonna call it quits. So anyway, folks, just want to thank everyone again for coming. I'm trying to think if I got a recap of stuff I wanted to talk about. Again, folks, you know, my channel is always free, so you know I don't ask anybody for money. I always have a free channel. But if you guys get something, you know, use my links in the description below of all my videos. If you don't have a link, contact me. I'll send you one. And that way, when you guys get something, we get a little commission for it. That supports the channel, and we do appreciate the help with that. And that's one of the things that allows me to bring, you know, a lot of these things to events for everybody. So, you know, again, when we went to CEF just this year, you know, we were able to bring, you know, about $2,000 worth of stuff. We brought 5 airplanes, Ernst stands, glue from Beacon Adhesives, Zap Glue supported us. So I brought a lot of stuff for everybody. Guniac, Ray, threw in some afterburners, all that kind of stuff. So we had a lot of support from a lot of groups thanks to you guys. So it really helps out with that. The Ryan event, we brought about $1,500 in stuff. And for just this last Jet Jam we went to, we brought in about 1,000 and stuff. So we had 2 airplanes we donated, some Ernst stands, some other things. That was kind of last minute, but still, you know, thanks to you guys for watching the channel, liking, subscribing, you know, hitting the notification bell, using our links to buy stuff. That's what lets us bring, you know, a lot of stuff to these events and everything. So, and I'm going to try and keep that going with everybody, you know. All my sponsors here at the top, you know, Bitco, Dynam, Ernst, Foam Tack, Beacon Adhesives, it goes all the way over there, Roaring Top, LIPO, you know, Motion RC, Horizon, E-Flight, FMS, Guniac, Zap, Hobby Zone, Arrows, and then down there, Banana Hobby, Aerofoam. We always all the sponsors that, you know, help keep these things going. And then when I go to events, guys, I say, hey, can you guys support us? And they'll give me free stuff to bring to give away at the event. So it's real nice. They do all that. So we'll see about Jet Jam next year. I'm trying to arrange to go again. I don't know. We'll see. I flew up there. Jerry flew a couple of my planes up there. All right, let's see. Toonami20 says, bye, everybody. He's got to go. And let's see. Thyri says, I'm a member of a club in Belgium, and I was always watch your video presentations. Super well done. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate that. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thyri. I think that's it. Does that sound right? Give me a thumbs up. Thyri. That's what I think it is. So appreciate that. Hopefully I said it right. So, but yeah, guys. All right. I think we'll close it out because we are coming up on about almost 3 hours. We got this together fairly quick with little issues with it. It went together nice, and we'll get it out there flying just as soon as we can. Again, guys, the Aerofoam line, you know, coming from Banana Hobby, really nice models, very well made, and I got to get this one up and rolling so I can get it out and fly it. So anyway, guys, appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to sign off. Again, check our links in the description below. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and we thank. Mark Adkins RC is saying. Love all your videos. Thanks, Mark, for watching. I do appreciate it. So, all right, guys. I think we're going to sign off till next time. Stay tuned. I will have, hopefully going to have some videos out coming this week during the week, and then maybe another live on the weekend or something. So I'll kind of play it by ear as I get some editing done on the road and stuff. So once again, guys, I really appreciate y'all watching. Raymond says, great show. Thank you again, guys, for watching RC Informer. Stay tuned. More is coming. More big jets coming from Banana Hobby. Check them out. And thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time.